Hello.
Normal
Hi.
up.
Xin chào.
Yo.
Yo.
I was frantically making coffee downstairs, being like, oh no, I'm gonna be late.
Hey, Sean, are we out of water? Uh, that's not good. I didn't see it. I can't. Yes, please. I got my stream up and everything. Please.
Wonder, what the hell is your icon?
Huh?
What the hell is your icon?
Oh, it's one of the cats from What's Under Rise.
Oh,
Whatever it is, it's Scream.
it's Scream.
Yes.
1 to 3 minutes. Who the fuck keeps bugging me
What?
on my phone?
I didn't get
Oh, no.
anything.
I load up the game and immediately my brain goes, oh no.
Hmm?
Wait, why?
Because I remembered where we
Like
left
what?
off. Shit.
Yeah,
Did you
can
feel,
Regular
I
reviewer.
did you feel rattled?
get a recap?
Okay.
Yeah.
We,
Since I have very clearly fucking hallucinated my way here, apparently.
oh my god. It's fine. Paul was just sleeping.
He just dream traveled. It's fine.
So to recap, how much do you do now?
I know absolutely nothing about the last campaign. I have been absolutely out of it with pain meds that I don't even know if Shrine even told me.
I'm pretty sure I did, but I don't think you registered much of it.
Do you remember saving Drake?
Yes. Vaguely.
Okay. Well, after that, he took a feat that made him transform into a emerald dragonborn.
So he woke up and had a panic attack, as one
As
does.
you
That
do.
was a huge thing. And the group doesn't know why he changed, but Strahd did. And Strahd paid everyone a visit on the wagon ride out of the Vistani camp.
I mean, at least he didn't turn into a wild mage.
Yeah.
That could have been bad, especially him.
But yes, you guys were on the wagon ride going towards Valaki, but you had to make a stop here because of the blizzard. And this is actually the place that, this is actually the place that you had to stop at because the group decided to follow along with something they saw, which was a hellhound creature that's anthropomorphic and talking. That regenerates like crazy.
He was chasing a small child, so we
Show them
followed
the
the small
updated
child
picture
here.
because that last picture
As
was
you
absolutely
do.
ass.
And
Mel.
we're pretty sure this is the place Bella. We'd made the deal with them to save Victor, and they basically been like, "Yeah, whatever Bella's doing, leave it alone."
Yeah, no, that was the game before that I
Yeah,
did attend.
Yeah, basically, we think that this is the village that we're
You guys
supposed
had one.
to be using for
You guys had one job.
one job.
Shrine the food's here.
Okay.
And Mel wants me to show you the updated picture she drew for the Hellhound because she couldn't take her old art. So let me upload it to Discord. Where'd I put it? There it is.
I was about to say, like, do you want minutes, Sean?
Ooh,
That's a new one.
very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will
Did you
get you.
blur your line work?
Huh?
Did you blur your line work?
Yeah. Why?
It looks really good.
Oh, thank you.
I was
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, that's not the usual line work. What's going on here?
Yes, he encountered the group while he was chasing a child and wanted to have some fun because he was really bored, so he decided to attack, but they fended him off. But only after realizing that he's pretty much regenerates every kind of damage he took.
Yeah, he's resistant to fire. He resists radiant. He resists psychic. Sorry, doesn't resist psychic. Doesn't stop. His regeneration isn't stopped by radiant or psychic, and force. So since he resists fire, I'm thinking he's probably weak to cold, just because that's usually how it works. But that could always be something different because I have no idea what to expect next.
Oh man, we don't have any dumpling sauce. I didn't ask for any sauces. Got us cheese.
So now that we're in the village, it's been decided that since Roger is the stealthiest, that he looks, and since he also has this guy himself, and since Victor looks entirely different, then Bella might not recognize him. Meanwhile, the rest of us are trying to stay out of sight of her watchers.
Yeah, so Roger and Victor are off doing undercover mission because they found out that the villagers here all are wearing collars and under the rule and tyranny by Bella. So the group has split up.
Again.
Yeah, when that happened, I was like, ooh, Paul's not gonna like this.
Roger doesn't like this.
I can't believe you separated them.
The stakes.
Roger is going to try his best. Wow, I'm getting my character names mixed up. I'm doing great.
I mean, that's normal. Everybody does. For some reason.
Alright. Just let me know when everyone's ready.
I'm almost ready. I'm grabbing forks.
How's everyone doing?
Doing pretty good.
Tired and sore. Sorry, I have my mouth stuffed full of food.
And for once, my legs don't hurt, which is so fucking nice. Okay, I am back. Shrine is here. I don't know about everybody else.
Everyone here?
Yep.
I'm here.
Yep.
You okay, Mel?
Yes.
Mel is dead.
I'm assuming she's AFK for something.
Can you not hear me?
Yeah,
Now
we
we
couldn't
can.
hear you.
Now we
You,
can.
you- you were probably muted or something. I don't know.
No,
we couldn't
I
hear
was
you.
not. I've been
Oh.
sitting here the whole time listening to you.
Well, we can hear you now. All right. Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can resume. We can just get the recap out of the way since we pretty much recapped everything to Rattle.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll start with Group A. You guys find yourselves in the midst of this lonely, almost ghost town of a ice village called Orathal. Kanan just finished helping an elderly couple by healing the old man in the nick of time before he lost his life to the snow and ice.
Yeah, I don't like it here. It's too damn cold.
Yeah, the weather right now in the town is almost blisteringly cold with the blizzard still going on. But in here in the village, the effects are less harsh than it was on the road here.
Still damn cold.
Problem is, we need to avoid being seen as well, because who knows if Bella will recognize us through any of the collars.
Well, what do you suggest?
Trying to find some sort of building that's abandoned, maybe.
Alright then. Paul?
I don't know. It's just fucking cold and I hate the snow.
Okie doke then. So I guess we're gonna look. Kanan's gonna, I guess, go this way. I guess to find if any of these buildings up here are abandoned.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can freely search about the town, and I'll describe whatever you guys find.
I'm gonna check this building.
Go ahead and roll perception for me, Falmouth.
Do you want physical dice or roll 20 since not combat?
For combat, we'll keep it to digital, but for checks, I trust you guys to use physical dice. If you guys want. Either way, fine. It's fine for RP checks.
18.
You find that the house isn't deserted. You see that it's rather boarded up, and you sense movement inside, scurrying about once you approach, and you don't get the feeling that they're exactly welcoming to strangers, especially under the tyranny that they've suffered.
Right then.
From your nature as a Dragonborn, though, especially one of the ice affinity, as you travel through, you start to feel a little bit off about the weather here. As in, you don't exactly get the feeling that this snow is natural.
Well, not surprising. The frigid bitch is of course a frigid bitch.
Guess I'll check these houses around here.
You come across some children in the town square. The minute they see you approach, some of them scurry off in fear. You see that even with the small children, they are all wearing the same kind of collars that the adults are having to wear. But you see one of the children, instead of running off, they just sort of fall over in the snow, shivering.
I guess he'll walk over and attempt to help him back up.
Can you do a medicine check for me?
Okay. Where's my sheet? That is there. Lord.
Oh.
That's alright.
You check the condition of the child, and you see that he is extremely cold to the touch on his skin, and you see some parts of his body feels a little bit too frozen over. But you're unable to discern whether or not this is frostbite or some sort of other affliction.
You are extremely cold. Are you okay?
You see he tries and struggles to answer, but his breathing is incredibly shallow, and you see that go ahead and perform another medicine check if you want. You put your head against his chest, and you can hear the distinct sound that almost like there's something wrong with his lungs.
What the hell? Is it like a pneumonia or something?
Yep.
Oh shit. You need to be inside, bundled up. Where's your house?
You see, weakly, he slides his mitten-covered hands over to this house over here.
So he's going to offer to pick the kid up so he doesn't have to walk. Don't be afraid. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm a bit of a doctor of sorts.
You know, I'm a bit of a scientist myself.
That's very reassuring. Of a sort.
Well, he's gonna pick up the kid and he's gonna take him back to his home, looking for the front door.
You pass through the front door, which you see is rickety and almost like flying back and forth to the cold winds. But you manage to hold it open long enough for you to get you and the child inside. And unfortunately, inside you see that it's no more warmer than it is outside. The entire inside of the house feels frigid and entirely cold. You see what looks like a deserted wooden table in front of the house. It's not a very big home, and directly to the side, you just see a room. To the left here, you see a room with a door left ajar.
Okay, he's gonna peek into that room. Is there any like sort of fireplace or anything?
There is, but there's no flame alive there, and you see that the logs inside are entirely frozen over.
Perfect. Crap. But yeah, he's gonna look in the room.
Go ahead and perform a perception check for me. You head through the room with the child, and unfortunately to your eyes, you catch a flash of something moving in the corner of your eyes, and you see that it's a normal bedroom, but when you turn to the right, you see just a body swinging overhead from where the ceiling is.
Oh, good Bahamut Almighty.
And you see that it's a grown woman with her corpse just hanging there. You see that it's not entirely fresh, so you know that she has been dead and decaying there for a while.
Oh my god. Oh. Was she your mum?
You see the child is still out of it and unable to answer you as he's still shivering in your arms.
Hey, what about that blanket that,
The quilt that you were
Yeah.
given by, yeah, you have it.
Can Kanan use that to wrap the kid up?
You certainly can try, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay.
So, Kanan. Go ahead.
You wrap the child in the quilt, and you see that his shivering slightly slows, but his condition is still bad from what you are able to discern from how his body feels.
Need something to warm this place up. Is there any like spare chairs or anything like that? Like wooden chairs you could use as...
You see that the bed inside this bedroom is clear, and that there's no one on it.
Okay. It's gonna go back out into the table. Is the table usable?
Yes, the table is usable.
Okay. I want to, like, I guess,
Set that shit on fire. Oh, I didn't realize I was off mute.
so I want to, like, I guess, break up the table, I guess.
Yeah,
And,
you can do that.
Alright, I want to break up the table, and then I'm gonna move the frozen, like, logs in the fireplace and use that in its stead. And let me see here. What's a tinderbox? Is that used to
A
light
tinderbox?
Yes, it's something used
Yeah.
to light fire. It has flint and has a
Flint,
you can
steel.
Yeah.
Usually has some kindling, like
Okay.
wool or something in it you can use to start a
Alright,
fire
then
with.
I want to use my tinderbox to start a fire.
Okay. You attempt to start a fire, and the minute that you see the fire spark to life, you hear the pained sound of the child coming from the room you left them in.
Oh, shit. Maxwell, what the fuck are you doing, man? Okay, I'm gonna go back and check on the kid.
You see that his collar is sparking with some sort of black and red like lightning, and you see that he is screaming out in immense pain.
Wait, is the fire causing him pain?
What you say, Mel?
Is the fire causing him pain?
You don't know for sure, but you could see his arm reaching for the fireplace.
Reaching for... I'm a bit confused.
You see, as he's struggling against the pain, he clutches the collar and he just says, "No fire."
Oh. Shit. Okay, then I'll just run to put out the fire then.
You stamp out the fire quickly and you hear the noise of the collar stops.
What the actual fuck is going on here?
Yeah?
Just hear his voice up in the treetops.
Okay, so no fire, can't keep them warm that way. So we'll have to use like some kind of clothing to help keep them warm. I don't like this. Alright, so let's see. Is there anything I can do for the child's condition?
You're asking me to DM?
Yes.
You know I can't give you a clear answer. But, you know, think of something and I'll tell you what happens.
Well, I don't exactly have the stuff to treat pneumonia, so...
I have a very macabre suggestion.
What?
Oh no.
Well, I mean, you need things to wrap him up in. I mean, his mom's not using her clothes anymore.
God.
Oh no.
So, is that what you want to do?
Well, it would kind of be fucked up to keep the corpse standing, like swinging there. So, he's gonna gently take the corpse down.
Okay.
In the other room so the kid doesn't have to see his dead mom. And I guess, like, take her clothes and use that for extra warmth for the child. Max, this is so fucked up.
Yes, our cleric desecrating a corpse.
Not desecrating.
For the good
Okay.
shit.
Continue.
And then when he's done with that, he's going to, I guess, well, he can't set the dead woman on fire because that would hurt the kid.
Emotionally or physically?
In this case, it might be both. Yeah, use fire.
can bury the woman?
That is possible, yes.
Okay, I would like to bury her then.
Okay. So while you're doing that, we're gonna switch over to Paul.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, Paul wants to know what this frickin' weird shaped building is.
Which one?
The one I'm standing next to and facing. This little...
That one you see that it looks like to be some sort of cafe building that would have been in business long ago, but you see that it's entirely just frozen over now with its inhabitants and storage inside frozen over with cold.
Leave it to Paul
to
to
find the cafe.
the eatery. Yeah.
Leave it to Beaver.
Yeah.
As you travel forward, though, you see a peculiar sight.
That means bad.
Who sees it? Is it just Paul?
It's just
Okay.
Paul,
Alright.
but I'm showing to everyone for reference.
Okie Oakley.
Does everyone see it or no?
I can't see
Nope.
shit.
Is the show to players thing not working?
No, I
God
guess
damn.
not.
Nope.
We've established that show
It just
player
doesn't
thing
work.
is a piece of shit. So you should just put it on Discord.
Yeah, I'm about to. In the distance, near the crop fields, you see something staring at you with ice blue eyes, and it almost blends in with the snow white cold. But the eyes staring back at you allows you to make out its form.
Oh dear. Oh.
Oh, it's cute.
Hello, Star Wars Salt Fox.
You see that
Alright.
this fox-like creature continues to stare at you from the crop field.
What the fuck is that?
What you saying, Mom?
Like, what the fuck is that? Oh.
Paul is gonna slowly creep nearer to it.
Go ahead and roll for well, I'll let you pick. You know, roll for stealth or animal handling.
Oh no. Oh, Paul.
Let me see, because Roll20 is not showing me my sheet. That's fantastic. There we go. Okay. Let's do animal handling.
All right, roll for it.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Oh.
From your experience of taking care of your chickens, you know exactly how to handle a rather precocious animal, and you approach carefully, inch by inch, and the fox continues to stare at you without moving. You see its ears start to twitch a little when you get up close to it, but it remains still. But you see that the minute you take a foot, like an inch near it, it starts to like hunch up a little bit.
Okay. Well, you don't seem to be super hostile. He is going to slowly keep going forward, like bit by bit, half steps.
You approach the animal and you see that it lifts its body and head up, and its ears sort of twitches, and you see that it stares over in the northwest direction over here.
Okay, I am gonna slowly go around this house so I don't startle it, but trying to look around to that direction.
When you look towards there, the fox begins running towards that direction. and you see that when it leaves the crop fields, it disappears.
Great. Spirit animal. Fantastic. Why am I seen? I guess I'm gonna keep going this way then.
Okay.
And I don't get to see the creature anywhere else, I take it.
Keep going. I'll let you know. You make your way towards the northwest portion, and you see several villagers just outside of their homes trying to bundle up and keep as warm as possible. You see many shivering and suffering people just giving you sideways glances, and some not even having the strength to even give you another glance as they look to be just entirely affected by the cold.
Okay, he's going to go over, I guess, to one of them. I don't know if they're like all huddled together in a group, like every single one of them.
No, they're spread apart and like
Okay.
to individual houses.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over to one of them. Do you guys need any help?
You speak to what looks like a bald man wearing a leather cap. He's shivering, as you can see his breath just animate itself from the cold. And you see he looks up to you while shivering immensely and just shaking heads goes, "No. If we talk to you or any outsiders, Lady Bella will kill us all."
Great. Didn't need to hear that name. Okay.
You see he looks at you with panic and says, "Please, you must leave here while you can."
Can I at least make you guys a fire or something?
You see he points to the collars. These collars, they sense the workings of magics. They sense your fire. They will
Great.
activate.
Okay, so we can't help you. Did the collars come from Bella?
You see the bald man nods as he explains to you. Our village was never like this. Never encased in snow until she arrived. That devil Strahd. He gained dominion over to our lands to her. And ever since then, more and more of our people have disappeared into that damned ice palace.
Ice Palace. What ice palace?
You see he gestures over to the distance off where the map shows. It's the one where Roger and Victor headed towards. You see it's a giant palace structure made out of ice, and you can tell just from looking at it that it's something not natural. And from your experience, you sense a great nexus of magic there.
How long has it been like this?
You see the bald man shakes his head. Years uncounting. Please. If you see my son, please tell him I love him.
Did he go into the ice palace?
Every few weeks or so, Lady Bella takes more of the children into the ice palace. She says it is penance for our workers not putting up the effort. We don't know what happens to them.
Okay.
All we know is all who enter that palace never comes back. My child and wife were taken there. You see that his face scrunches up as if he's crying, but you see from the immense cold he's unable to even well up the tears as he continues just losing himself.
Okay. You guys try to stay warm. You seem to have been dealing with this for a long time, so I imagine you somewhat can. I'm gonna go get my friends, and we're gonna go try to find your son.
You see, he looks at you with a glint of hope in his eyes that hasn't been killed off yet, but he stays silent.
We're gonna see if we can be the first ones out of the Ice Palace. So I will be back as soon as I can. And he gonna leave.
We cut over to Falmouth. Falmouth, why don't you roll for perception for me? You smell something abhorrent in the air, something smelling of fire and brimstone. And you see, or rather sense, something warmer coming towards you in an alarming manner.
Son of a fucking whore. I think I know what it is. Any idea of where it's coming from, or?
Yeah, I'm spawning it. Don't worry. You whoa. Okay, what's going on there? Whoa.
Allosaurus ghost.
I know, right? You look behind you towards the crop fields, and you see the sight of Brutus, the hellhound that you encountered.
Let me guess. He has sight of me.
What do you say?
He has sight of me, or no?
Yep. You see, he looks over your general direction. He's literally wearing nothing but a pair of black pants, and he gives you a wave with a rather devious-looking grin and just says, "Well, hello there."
Exchanging niceties won't spare you.
He chuckles a bit. Now, I do like a man that gets to business, but you just happened to catch me during a transitionary period, so I'm not really here to pick a fight just yet. So, where's that fun little green booger of yours?
Wouldn't know.
Didn't expect you all to chase me out here. It's rather impressive. He tilts his head and gets a gauge of your expression. He says, "Does my existence bother you, Paladin?"
You're a literal devil hound. You're a literal devil dog. Why wouldn't it?
You see, he kind of generally just waves away your concerns and goes, "Oh, yes, I've heard it all before. Yeah, well, what now then, little Paladin? We gonna fight?"
I'm sure you would like that, but I'm not stupid enough to try and fight without any sort of assistance.
Oh. A little bit less gung-ho than your friends, okay. So, what brings you to this little play lot?
Falmouth
As
just
he
remains
speaks, you
silent.
see that the ground that he walks on generally begins to melt away more and more.
And Falmouth just remains silent.
You see Brutus just shrugs. Alright, be that way. Suppose I'll have to get back to the job I was up to anyway. Now, I'm not exactly the type to have any kind of patience for any of that scheming or big thinking shit that all my other compatriots do. But if you're looking to have some fun later, let me know.
Yay.
And you see that he shifts back into his flame mode and leaves behind a trail of flames leading elsewhere.
Bait. This is absolutely bait.
Going back to Canaan, you finish your duty in burying the body. What do you wish to do now?
And after doing that, he's gonna say like a small prayer for the dead woman, and then he's gonna go back inside and check on the kid.
You see that the kid, bundled up in the clothing now, has immensely slowed and is shivering. You see that he's still breathing in a very shallow manner, but he's lying on the bed now, just surviving as much as possible.
Is there anything that I could use for like medical or any kind of medicine?
You can use a medicine check, sure.
Cause there's gotta be something. Bruh.
You check on the child's condition, and you do get the sense that the pneumonia is indeed. He's been indeed stricken with the pneumonia condition, but you see that he's not quite in deathly state yet, especially with the efforts you've taken to stabilize him. But you do get the sense that if nothing is done soon, it might get worse for the child.
The idea of Kaden coming back and looking at this small child just going, bruh, kill.
Would any sort of magic be able to clear that up?
What do you say?
Would any sort of magic be able to clear that up?
I think magic will stave off the pain in this situation, but it is a condition that will require a medicine for the body.
Which I do not have. Is there any medicine around the house?
You can search.
Okay, then that's what I'm gonna do.
You can do a perception check.
Sounds like you need medicine too.
I would think that Lesser Restoration could do something.
Okay. Well now. Well, now I have to actually ask.
Years.
With that nat 20, you search diligently around the house. You see many of the supplies have been used up or are no longer applicable here, but luckily, after rummaging through, you managed to find a little cache of medicine that the family had hidden away in a small cupboard. And you see that while it's not purposefully medicine for the pneumonia, your experience with medicine and healing, you can work with the the items available in order to make something to help stave off the pneumonia for the child.
Alright, now do I have to do some kind of mini game for this shit?
No, you got an nat 20 in perception. I'll let it go.
Okay. So he's going to like use
Give yourself
one-
an inspiration for that, by the
I
way.
already have one though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I guess, is he's going to mix certain like medicines together to make like a small remedy to at least alleviate some of the pain that the child is feeling.
You, using your experience as a healer, you've concocted a medicine tincture and help the boy drink it, and you see that the warmth of the medicine is slowly working through him, and his shallow breathing you see eases up a little as you can hear more clearer sounds from his body.
Does that feel better? You don't have
You see
to
the-
speak.
You see the child just weakly holds your hand as you see some tears slowly dripping from his eyes.
He's going to like gently rub the child's hand as if he's trying to keep him warm.
You see this experience brings you back to memories that you'd rather not remember, but
Yeah, it's triggering.
the success of saving the child alleviates your spirits a little.
We gotta keep you warm. Maybe something to eat will do you some good. Now, is there any food?
From your search of the house, you see that whatever food is left here is rather old, but still workable. But you can definitely tell that it's ingredients in bits and pieces. You would need experience in cooking it.
Of course, I would need Paul. Of course, yeah.
Make that sound like a bad thing.
Huh?
Make that sound like a bad thing.
No. So, but he doesn't really want to leave the kid by himself, but I'll be right outside. I won't be far. And he smiles at the kid, and then he goes outside, kind of just wants to get out the house for a minute.
When you get out of the house, roll for perception.
Off to the...
Not bad.
You breathe a sigh of relief as you are able to save the child. When you step out of the house, you hear the distinct sound of a raven, and you see one lands right here on the tree, and it sort of bobs its head back and forth, staring at you.
Alright, I'm gonna use, well, first he's gonna look at it for a moment, and then he's gonna use that, ring of animal influence.
Okay.
And I want to use it to talk to the verb.
Okay. What do you wish to say?
Be on your way. There's no food for you here.
You see the raven stay silent for a long while until you hear it respond in a deep voice. What are your intentions here?
My intentions. I'm not here to do any evil if that's what you're thinking.
Your friend may have gotten himself into more than you may think.
My friend, who are you talking about?
If you truly call yourself an ally, meet us near Valaki.
Lucky.
You see the raven lets out a big sound before just flying off from the tree.
What the? Oh, looking utterly confused. He's going to walk, I guess, to find the others. And I'll just go over here. Where is Irina? She's been off on her own, just fucking around.
I was gonna say, what is she doing?
We're
Dead in the
great
snow
bodyguards.
somewhere.
We want deets. Where's the lore?
We're amazing bodyguards. Amazing. A plus, top tier.
I mean, you left her
You-
behind, so.
You all meet up again at the crop fields. And you see Irina is eager first to share what she's discovered. As she states out, okay, wish I could say brighter things about this place, but everybody's still scared off their rocker.
Small wonder.
Tried talking to some people and they said that for some reason, a few weeks or so, they keep sending people over to that big ice palace for some reason.
And nobody ever comes out.
Well, it's not too hard to deduce what's going on when we think back to the Yuan-Ti temple and what happened to the Gatorkin who were captured with Bo's assistance and how they were reduced down to those soul crystals.
You think they're being used as experiments?
I think they're being used as fuel for something.
Do you see Irina clutches together in her clothing a bit? You see that she is starting to shiver as she says, well, what's the point of all this then? Is to get some shit and giggles out of fucking making everyone suffer?
If she's acting on Strahd's orders, it means that it's something that Strahd wants. Even if she's not the most cooperative.
You see Irina turns to you, Kanan, and you, Paul, and she asks, have you two found anything?
Just a small boy that's suffering from pneumonia.
A lot of cold people.
Yeah.
Irina asks, were you able to help the boy?
Miraculously, there was some medicine in his home. I was able to at least stave off his condition, but he needs medical attention. Also, unpleasantly, I found his mother dead in another room hanging, and I had to take care of that too. Kind of rattled me.
Yikes.
Yeah, not pleasant.
Irina just says, God. Is the child gonna be okay?
Well, I used that quilt that lady gave to me. It should help him some, but I don't think he'll be long for this world if we don't find him and his people some succor.
So what's the plan?
Well, we know what needs to be taken care of. The issue is how to approach it.
You see Irina sighs. We still have Victor and Roger over there. If we go there, we might disrupt the plan.
Would you rather we ignore these people suffering?
Of course not. But how are we gonna help them right this?
We go to the Ice Palace.
Find a way to put a dagger through that bitch's throat.
All right. I just hope Roger and Victor are all right now.
As for myself, I ran into our little friend.
Friend?
Which one?
The Hellhound.
Here?
Amazingly enough, he approached, but he didn't attack. He said something about it being in a transitionary form. And he's invited us to chase after him, find where his trail based on the melted snow from his flame form. But that's obviously bait.
Well, if he's here and Bella's here, I'd rather not invite the trouble of fighting them both. So we need to decide.
He hinted that he doesn't like the scheming of his partners. I expect that if Bella were to be confronted, he likely would not come to her aid.
Or he could be lying.
That's also possible, considering he's literally from one of the hells.
All right. Irina starts to shiver more. Let's take some shelter first, and then we can decide on a plan. Kanan, you said you found that child's house, right?
Yeah, it's over yonder. And,
Maybe we can help out.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just not used to this weather.
He kind of stares at her with like a raised eyebrow. But he says nothing, then he turns around to lead the group back to the orphan's house.
Yeah. You guys go. Catch up.
Then I'm staying with you because I'm not leaving you out of my sights. Someone has to watch over you at some point.
Irina says, I'll be okay. I'll be trailing right behind you. Just go ahead.
I don't.
Okay, can Paul roll perception on this bitch?
You can roll insight.
Insight or perception?
Insight.
Yeah, that's sus as fuck.
Insight.
Press the emergency. Oh!
Nailed it!
Perfect.
Nat 20. Cool. So,
This bitch lying.
you notice that similar to that one night at the campsite, you do see that more strands of her hair have turned white. And you see that she's not exactly dressed for this weather, so the weather is extremely affecting her, but you see that she's putting on a brave face about it.
Yeah, Fallmouth is staying with you.
Irina just rolls her eyes and goes like, "Ah, that's fine. Just come on. Child needs us."
Paul just looks at Fallmouth and is like, you follow behind her.
Oh, absolutely.
If she tries to run, you pick her up.
If she tries to run, you stop her.
You see that Irina follows you and Falmouth to the house. And as you're following her, you see that she wears a look of concern over her face.
The door's pretty much open, so he's gonna walk inside and go back into the bedroom to watch over the kid while they kind of, I guess, make themselves comfortable. Comfortable dog. Comfortable dog.
Oh my god.
Chill.
One other thing. The storm doesn't feel natural.
Hmm? What do you mean?
I think it's magically been created.
You hear Irina chime in. Yeah. From what I did get from the villagers, they said that it hasn't always been like this for them.
What did you say? You cut out.
Irina starts shivering, but you hear her chime in and say, yeah. From what little I could get out of the villagers, they definitely mentioned that the snow wasn't always here. Never here, actually. Can you guys hear me still, or no?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear anything.
I can hear you.
Okay. I'll repeat what I said. Because I don't think Blaze caught it.
No,
so,
it was complete silence.
So Irina shivers a lot more and she chimes in saying that, yeah, from what little I did get out of the villagers, they mentioned that the snow wasn't here. Never here, actually, till she showed up.
I don't know much about the arcane arts, but I'm pretty sure that creating a storm of this size and scale indicates that she's pretty damn powerful as a sorceress.
I mean, I would have assumed that from the beginning. She's keeping an entire town like a cage.
You see, Irina says, even as powerful as she is, she's still underneath Strahd thumb. That means you can still be defeated. You see her breathing more heavily as you see she keeps herself balanced by holding on to a nearby dresser.
I could have sworn that Falmouth gave her his cloak so she wouldn't be as cold.
She is wearing it, yes, but she's still acting this way.
So Kanan is going to walk. He's gonna poke his head out. What's going on? Is she okay?
No, she's not.
Oh, fine. Stop babying me.
You're barely standing.
I'm fine.
Can I
You
make a medicine?
then see her fall over backwards.
Oh shit.
She impacts against the ground, and you see that she's unconscious.
So Kanan is going to, I guess, kneel down and like kind of, hold her up so that she's like sitting upright. And can I make a medicine check on her?
Yep. Nice. You feel that she is intensely hot to the touch.
What the hell? She's burning up. What the?
Can you do anything for her?
I don't know. We need to find something to bring that fever down. Let's see. What was that?
Excellent dialogue.
My
They're just growling.
That wasn't even me.
my first thought was, it's fine. Just stick her in bed with the kid. She'll warm him up because
Oh
she's
my-
got a fever.
That's fucked up.
Shrine watches too many true crime documentaries.
Kanan is going to move the cloak How, fuck. What can I use to cool her off? I guess.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and put a pause on this and go over to B team.
Eh.
Team.
Making your way through the blizzard, you and Victor managed to finally come at the foot of the ice palace itself. This large ice-made structure in the middle of nowhere near the town.
My screen is black.
Oh, that's right.
Scroll.
Hold on.
Maybe you scroll to the bottom.
The entire thing's black.
No,
Yeah, the
zoomed
whole
out
thing's
is
black.
all.
I think what's happening is because there's dynamic lighting here, and you guys don't have a vision token here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fucking.
Turn it off.
You gonna fucking fuck?
Well, I can't turn it off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna spawn your tokens off to the corner so you can see shit.
Okay.
Don't mind you. You're not actually here.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know how else to let you guys see otherwise. Oh wait, hold on. Is that good?
Nope.
I can't see
God damn it.
I can't see a thing.
Buddy, you already went outside.
It's like we're Illidan Storm Range. We can't see anything.
All right, where are your tokens? Right here.
Well, okay. Whoa.
I know you said
Hey, you
oh,
guys can
but
see it now, right?
Yeah.
I know you said
Yep.
oh, but I thought you said oh whoa, and I was like,
Oh,
Mel,
boy.
what?
Oh,
I mean, I can see a portion of it. I can't see
Ooh,
inside
woo.
I don't think anyone around
the
us
ice
can.
palace
Ooh,
Oh
gate.
my
woo, 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 woo.
Oh no. Oh no.
But you can see the outside, right? With
Yes.
Roger and
Yes.
Victor there. Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
So Roger and Victor, you guys make yourselves now known at the foot of the ice palace, and you see right in front of the entrance, which is a large, snake designed set of twin doors that are tall enough to reach well above your heads over to almost skyscraper levels. And you see right in front are two ice elemental beings, born of magic and looking ready to guard the palace.
I'm just gonna look immediately over at Victor and be like, if we gotta fight those things, I'm running.
We're not fighting those.
So, what would you two like to do?
Well, I mean, we're here to go inside, I guess. Think they're gonna let us through?
That I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
You're still wearing the disguise, right, Roger?
Yeah, Roger still got his disguise on.
And I still got the crest of Strahd.
Yeah, you still do.
Roger's just like, I mean, you know, you could always drag me up there.
Immediately grab her, Roger by the back of the neck, roughly. Start dragging him forward.
My safe word's bees, okay? Jeez.
Okay. So you guys are approaching, right?
Right.
Okay. You approach the ice elementals, and they immediately stamp their foot in front of you on the little stairway, and you hear an almost glass-like scratch noise coming from their mouths as they speak out to you in an almost weird tone from their ice bodies as they say, "State your business."
Seek an audience. So, yeah, on behalf of Lord Strahd.
You
Deposit,
see. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, depositing this one for interrogation.
You see the ice elementals stare at each other for a second. What proof do you hold of such authority?
Gestures to the crest.
You see the ice elementals peer at the authorization that you present, and they, with two stampings of their giant hands, they beckon the tall ice doors to swing wide open for you two.
Go forward.
Roger's just standing there, doesn't realize that's supposed to be aimed at him.
Oh no, I'm still pulling you.
Okay.
Oh,
Because all I can picture is him going, go forward. Roger's just like, what?
I don't know how much influence you think I have, but it ends at the door. Hold
You
on,
guys. Oh, sorry. What?
I gotta get the dog before he fucks his leg up.
Okay.
Come on, buddy.
Mel didn't remind me to Leopold.
What? Oh. Child, I thought there was a scene.
It is a scene, but I'm just saying. You guys can hear that, right?
Yes.
Nope.
I can.
I can hear it.
Okay, now I can hear it.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
You guys take your first steps through inside the giant ice structure, and you marvel inside as the entire ground seemed to be a mix of marbleized glass. And you see two big statues erected in ice on opposite sides of the wall. You see a path of stairs that lead downwards to the left, but a large door remaining to your north.
Up or down? Is the door behind us still open?
Yes.
Well, I have a fun new ability in this form
Oh.
that I have recently discovered. I'm telepathic.
Yep.
Oh boy.
So I'm gonna establish that connection with Roger here.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And you hear this voice in your head, which is my psionic mind. Yeah, the door or the stairs?
Roger's gonna pause and look at him for a minute and be like,
Don't look. Yeah, don't make a
Roger's just thinking, how the hell are you doing that with your mouth?
I'm that good.
Oh, are you now?
Exit out.
Roger's just like thinking basically like, well, upstairs would usually be an audience hall, downstairs would usually be dungeons. What do we want to check out first?
They both.
You see, as you're conversing, the doors behind you slowly begin to close again.
See, if the door is closed, we can go for the door. I just didn't want them fucking looking at us. But the stairs are the stairs, so what are we more invested in?
Well, I don't know about you, but I don't really want to see Bella that much.
Stairs?
Let's go with the stairs.
Stairs.
You try to go for the stairs, but the minute you do, you see some kind of ice rune near the foot of the stairs that begins to glow a little when you get closer.
Great, the illusion of choice.
Oh.
Okay, so unless you got a poker flute, we can't get past the Snorlax, so I guess the door it is.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but all right, yeah. I guess we're going through the door.
You guys approach the door, and the magical glyphs on the door opens them wide for you.
I guess if we have the opportunity, we're gonna have to assassinate this bitch.
Roger's just standing there like, she's really keeping to this theme, ain't she?
I suspect that she has some deep-seated, unresolved issues with some family members, maybe parental authority or a sibling. Maybe they just kept her locked in a tower for fucking God knows how long.
My favorite part of this is Kanan, the cameraman, following along.
Almost like he's here with us.
I am
Almost hear his
streaming.
voice.
Yep, I don't mind, Mel.
I see another door over here.
You approach this area with more statues lining the wall, and you see to the top left another ice elemental standing guard, and to both sides of the doors to the right, you see two snow golems standing creepily there, their bodies just shaking back and forth. Their eyeless features simply just forming a gashed open mouth at the top.
Like a fucking comic from Calvin and Hobbes. Gonna try for the door.
You see, you approach the door and it too opens.
Oh, I don't like the look of this one bit.
Yeah, no, fuck that. We can't fight that.
You enter what looks like a giant audience chamber. And within, you see a large throne that sits at the epicenter. And on it sits Bella, looking rather impatient
Rip.
and glaring over your direction. What are you saying?
I said rip.
I'm starting to think this was a bad idea.
And you
That's a
see
fucking
a
bad idea.
you see a snow giant standing to her sides
A
as
giant,
well.
A giant snow giant.
Yes.
Yep, even bigger than a
Hey.
normal giant.
He's very large, very big boy.
Extra large giant.
He's a plus-size giant.
Alright, what are we doing here?
I mean, it's too late to just turn around and go the other way, because, you know, it's already happened.
Yeah, but I'm a prisoner. I can't take lead here.
I know. I know. I'm just once again, just dragging you forward.
Rattle, you're able to see all this, right?
I can
No, because they
still
haven't
just
moved
see the
in.
black screen.
You have to
gotta
move inside.
I ain't got no dark vision.
You gotta move
Yeah.
inside the building.
Yeah, I'll
I
move
don't
them
see
away.
my. Okay.
There you go.
I was like, "Where's my token?"
I just saw Paul out of nowhere.
I can almost hear his voice.
It's bullshit. We just spent all this time trying to get in here, and then I just saw Paul run past the hallway.
He's a wizard. He can teleport. Soon.
Soon.
Pressing yourself through the through the snow wall is not teleporting. It's called a Homer Simpson meme.
As you guys approach further, Bella looks upon you with apprehension as she states, "And who are you?" Strahd never told me of another one of his little toys approaching me.
The master does not need to tell you. When he wants you to know, when he thinks it's time for you to learn, he will, you will learn.
Oh?
So it is for you, so it is for all of us.
And do you think he'll care if I turn his little stooge into a living popsicle?
You are free to do so at your own peril. He might, who's to say? He may, maybe nothing. But then again, to attack me is to attack Strahd. So, who can say what'll happen?
It's impertinent as the rest, just like that other one. Getting a little tired with all these multicolored lizards lately. And so,
Wow.
what great need do you have of this little prisoner here? Why bring it to me?
I was hearing, I heard rumors of sedition. I was hoping to utilize your interrogation chamber. Unfortunately, the runes prevent me from accessing.
Go ahead and roll for persuasion.
Oh no.
Since we're mentally linked, is there any way Roger can assist with this roll?
I'll let you pick. If you want to take over the persuasion check for him, yeah, you're gonna have to offer something here in terms of dialogue to adhere to it.
Okay. Oh God. Roger's just gonna look at her and be like, "Please, madam. I'm just a simple traveler. My name's Owen Settle."
Do I get advantage to this, or disadvantage, or what's up?
He
So
looks terrified, but
what's
he's only
happening is
halfway.
that Roger is choosing to take over the persuasion check for you. So I think you're okay. So
That's probably for the best, to be honest.
keep going, Roger.
He's just like, I just want to go about my business. I want to tend to my fields. He looks terrified. I mean, that's not a
Go ahead and roll.
One act.
From it, yeah.
Go
I
ahead and roll for
forced him to
persuasion.
his knees. I forced him to his knees to be a little more convincing.
Okay, roll for persuasion with advantage because of that kneeling thing.
Okay, yeah, let me do that.
You get to roll one more.
Yeah, since it's with
yeah,
advantage.
no, I didn't. I mistakenly didn't roll with advantage. Oh
Ooh.
my.
Oh! Yay!
Okay. You see her expression lighten up a little bit, but you see her brows still raised as she slides the end part of her staff over to the ice as little bits of ice stalactites form around your legs, Roger.
Internally, Victor's just hearing Roger. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
And what, pray tell, does a simple traveler do that would require one of my collars on his neck? I don't seem to remember seeing your face around this dreary little town.
I came looking for my family, ma'am. But when I got here, they were dead.
I see. Well then. You see, she looks over to you, Victor, and goes like, "You will not interrogate this one yet. For now, you will stay as my guest, and I will have more words with you, traveler."
Again, it's
I'm gonna make a what's it called where you try insight. There we go.
You want to roll an insight check?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
What a shitty ass.
You
I believe you.
you try to scan her expression for her motivation for doing all this, but you can't really get a grasp. So you just assume that she is at least, for now, not going to do upon you two any harm.
And can I make an insight on the snow giant?
You can, yeah.
Because I know he's just been standing here the entire time. I mean, better.
You take a look at the ice giant, or rather the snow giant, and you see that he is ready to mobilize should any harmful intentions make their way towards Bella.
They're too frosty. I can't read them.
You see Bella approaches closer to you, and with a wave of her arms, she beckons you to come closer, Roger.
Victor, are you letting him go?
Yeah, I'll let him go. You know, I shove him forward, and I'll have a weapon, pull a weapon out. Like if he's going, let's try to put it like if you run, kind of deal.
You see as he views over you, Roger, she begins to scan over you and says, "You have the smell of magic over you, traveler."
Well, miss, that'd be my cloak.
That's probably your upper lip that you're smelling.
Go ahead and roll.
He's kind of keeping his head bowed, like.
I'm gonna give you a choice, Roger. You can roll for deception or you can roll for performance, and you have to adhere to the choice you make, RP wise.
Okay, all right. Let's see. We're deception on this one.
I will also remind you that for okay. Nice.
Saw the red thing shoot by me.
I was gonna say, for if you do a performance, I gave you a unique feat that also adheres to give you a bonus for that as well.
Yes.
But nice deception roll. So what will you say to her with this roll? Since you mentioned the cloak.
'Tis my blood, sir. 'Tis magical.
He's just going to. He's keeping his head like bowed, like looking at the floor this entire time, and he's just like, "It's a cloak of protection, man."
For such a simple traveler to come across such a magical item brings some questions to mind. You see, as she travels around you, you start feeling the feeling of frost go up your back a little bit more.
You hear in your mind, it's a family heirloom.
Already planned on it.
Excuse me, I can project it. I can't read your thoughts.
Well, he's gonna shiver because obviously, there's frost going over him. He's just like, my father left it to me. Man.
That's so. Well, now, I don't really appreciate any of my guests having such dangerous items around on their body. You wouldn't mind giving it over to my servants now, would you?
Of course, ma'am.
She's this close. I'm taking a moment to kind of eye her and see exactly what she has on.
You see that she's wearing the same sort of witch-like outfit that she's worn the first time you met her.
I'm trying to see if there's anything there that stands out.
Go ahead and roll perception. Nice. You do see some sort of talisman hanging around her neck.
Interesting.
And you see that the same sort of magic seen
she's
in your
probably not human.
past from hags. You see she waits for you to
Roger's
hand over
going
the cloak.
to
Oh, Roger?
Go ahead and take that off. He's clearly, cold as a result of this. I'm also going to make a note here that Roger's tail is like basically wrapped around his waist, like under his clothes.
I think the music cracked.
He's talking.
Yes, basically.
I think the music cracked out on me.
Oh, try
That's
refresh.
how you know it's serious.
But he's going to.
There it is.
Nice. You see she takes the cloak and with a bit of magic emanating from her palms, you see that she freezes it over and gives it a white and blue sheen. And you see, yes, I suppose this will be sufficient as an entry fee for coming into my abode. Very well. You will not have access to the underground floors of this ice palace, and you are not to go down there without my permission. But you are free to explore the top levels of this ice palace as you wish, so long it is within the supervision of you, mysterious little stooge.
Kind of makes that sound that the raptors make, that kind of chirp.
You see, she looks over to you, Raja, and goes like, and after I get the questions I want out of you, you will be put to work. So obedient. I like that.
Once again,
Don't
come
lie.
in and grip him kind of semi-roughly from behind and pull him up.
You see,
Yep.
she's going to point with her staff over to the side. Up here.
Mhm.
I grant you permission to explore the top levels. Be on your way.
Come, slave.
Roger's just getting dragged. Roger internally right now is just biting his tongue because there's way so many openings right now. Like things he can say.
I know what you're thinking. Don't do it. And into the stairs we go.
Give me 1 sec.
Roger's out here sweating bullets. Just
And again, you're here. Be honest with me. Did you really expect that to expect us to get this far?
not really.
If it had been just her, I would have said we would have tried. You know, we could have tried to lock the door and just kill her. But the giant was another story.
Okay. You guys find yourselves on the first floor now, to what looks like a large dining hall.
Hey, quick question.
Yeah.
Since I'm a Dragonborn, should I not have dark vision?
It depends on if you are a Dragonborn or not. I, for instance, don't have dark vision, but Kanan does since he's a Dragonblood.
I have no clue what the difference to that is.
I don't think your kind of dragon blood has it, but I can always check later. But I don't think you'll need it right now because I think right now you can just see everything.
Roger's gonna kind
Sorry.
of just be muttering.
What you say, Rod?
Roger's just gonna kind of be muttering like, "All right, well, I guess we're here now."
You see in this large dining hall, many of the villagers from the village are wearing their collars. Yeah, okay. Thanks for checking, Mel. You see many of the villagers are working as just servants now in the village. Not given any clothing to befit the new weather or setting, but you see that their expressions and eyes wear the fear of retaliation if they were not to obey. They just give you a sideways glance as you approach, but they keep their heads down and continue working to clean the place up, some of them even polishing the ice statues around.
Roger's trying to sort of mimic their like sort of, you know, hunch down, eyes down kind of posture here.
Like, that's right. Sink into the role. Go method.
Thanks.
And I'm just looking around with my normal predatory gaze.
Go ahead and roll for perception. You take a glance around the room, and though you didn't notice him right at first, from the side you sense him approaching. And now Roger will be able to see him coming too. You see the stranger that's been hunting Roger.
I can barely see shit in here.
None of us can.
Oh, is this the same asshole who shot me?
Yes.
Great.
Roger again internally just like shit.
There we go. Someone hit the light switch.
You see he's stepping around the ice floor as he sees two of you as unfamiliar faces around here. And he stares over in your general direction, Roger.
Roger's just, I'm not looking. I'm like just not like looking at the ground.
Telepathically, go mingle with the other slaves and kind of push him toward them.
Okay, Roger's going to go attempt to blend in, I suppose.
You see the stranger looks over in your direction, Victor, and goes like, you hired on too?
More or less.
Let's see. From the outside?
Unfortunately.
He nods slowly. So tell me, what's that little bloke's do to get his ass hauled in here?
He was one of the pores.
One of the four.
No.
Go ahead and roll for deception.
Quite frankly, I don't know and I don't care. I was told. So. 1 second.
This is getting interesting.
Minus 1 to that, so 6.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Is it even registering?
No.
I don't see it in the chat box yet now.
Hold on, something's going on.
Did you do it as a private roll, or?
Nope, I didn't do it as a
You-
private roll.
If it was a private roll, you'd still be able to see it as the GM.
Hold on, let me try it. Because I didn't click the skill, so that might be why.
Oh, yeah, I think that would be why.
Hold on, let me try.
There we go.
Oh
Ooh.
no.
You see, because, thought the ice bitch and that mangy little pooch were in charge of taking care of me stragglers that run out there. Didn't see anything in the plan about you, buddy.
Does your employer keep you abreast of every detail of the information?
You see, he smirks a bit. Ah, got a little fire in you, huh? Had a particular individual that was kind of like that.
I'm trying to fucking turn this little token, but
You can press on it and then turn it using Q or E, I believe.
I know if you hold E and you use your mouse wheel, you can turn it.
That too.
Victor's like, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at you. I seem to be struggling to turn.
I'm like that guy who's looking into the wall. There we
Like
go.
that, right? Okay.
Was just walking repeatedly into the wall during a game of World of Warcraft.
He continues, says, that little bloke I mentioned didn't have too much sense in his head. A lot of fire. Got his ass strangled up. Can you believe it?
Drugs.
You see, as he says this, he still, you can feel him staring holes into the back of your back, Roger.
Roger's just gonna keep like following suit of one of the other servants, like polishing up the chairs or something. Like, I'm
Polishing
really invested.
vigorously polishing. You do see that the stranger takes a few steps more, approaching Roger's direction.
What's your interest?
So, where'd you pick this one up?
Outside of town.
Outside, huh? They from around here?
I want to know. I'm not from around here.
They got that fancy little collar strapped up to them. That's why I'm wondering. Have I seen you somewhere before? He looks in your direction, Roger, and addresses you.
Roger is going to look like barely, just barely looking up at him, like to be like, no, sir.
Roll for deception or performance.
Oh my god!
You know, put a little more bitch into your voice.
Did you say put a little more bitch into your voice? Oh my god. Okay, let's see. For performance, what was the hold on.
Yeah, it should be in your bio section that I put there.
Oh, it's in the bio set. That's
well, not the other bio section, not like the, you know what I mean.
Yeah. So it's the performer feat, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Oh, I swear to God, it was in that one.
Okay.
You really need to stop saying things.
Oh.
I am directly blaming you for that one.
I didn't even know it would happen.
Doesn't matter. On you.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh man, now I gotta think about how I can make this work.
You ever roll so bad the DM has to figure out how to do something?
Oh, and it's a performance check. It's not.
Oh, Drake disconnected. He's like, I'm out. I'm out. I was like, oh man, wouldn't this be funny if it wasn't that one?
You need to stop tempting fate.
So I have the lucky feat, and I'm not 100% sure how this works. I know that I can spend a luck point and roll an additional d20.
Yeah, it's essentially like a re-roll.
Could I do that here?
Yes.
Okay, we're burning a fucking
Well,
luck
here,
point.
let me read Lucky for a second to make sure I'm correct here. Yeah, 3 luck points. Whenever you make an attack, yes.
Yeah, you have 3 luck points
Yes,
whenever
you
you make
can,
an attack.
you can use this like a re-roll.
Okay. So we're gonna try that.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Let's watch. If I get another one, I swear to God.
Okay, much better at least. Okay, so -1 luck point from yourself for that?
Yes.
Okay. You see he cages you over and goes like, well then. Must be some imagination. Back to it then.
Roger just turns his attention back to the chair, like internally just.
Oh my god, that was the most deep I've ever gone into a roll.
He looks over to you, Victor, and goes like, say, you find a little red tiefling out there. Do a coworker a favor and let me know, yeah?
Snorts, but like, what, whatever.
Whatever.
Should not be hard to find.
Those rich boy types, you'd be surprised. You see the stranger stands over to the side and just leans against the wall, just smoking one of his cigars. And
Roger is kind of trying to keep an eye on Victor, like as he's doing his tasks, I suppose.
Perimeter. I'm just kind of checking the perimeter.
You see, as you're doing that, you see someone appear from the room to the left. The ice doors slide open. And what comes outside is a familiar face.
Oh, joy.
You see, she comes out with a rather despondent look on her face, but she notices you to the side, Victor, and she looks over to you with wide eyes.
Making an insight check.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah?
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, I see it.
Just making sure the sound gets it out on me. Quiet.
You generally just get the impression that she's entirely surprised to see you here. And it looks like she's about to say something.
In her head, don't speak. Just keep looking forward and go about your business.
She looks entirely confused about the voice in her head and just stares at you with apprehension.
Kind of growl. Move along.
You see the stranger takes notice of this sight and raises a little bit of a brow as you see the girl walks off, but also at the same time noticing this new servant on the side. You see the stranger looks over to the girl and says, "Well, hey now, don't go wandering out too far now. You know the deal." You see the girl just glares over at him and goes like, "I don't need you to tell me that. As long as you hold up your end of the bargain."
To Roger,
Or
mentally.
whatever.
Watch her.
Roger's just he's gonna keep that side-eye glance like on her, like watching what she's doing while he's sitting here. I'm still scrubbing this chair, it's fine.
You see the stranger says, "Might be the paternal side of me that hasn't died yet, but just looking out for you, little girlie. Wouldn't want to end up like your dad now, would you?" You see she grips her hands and looks like she's biting her lip to the point where it might bleed. And she just walks off to the side in a huff.
Glance at the would-be cowboy. What was that about?
He shrugs and says, "Professional courtesy says I can't talk too much about it. But little needs to be said. People who try to speak up when it's not their turn to speak usually end up dead. And the sins of the father usually end up on the child."
There's a lesson in this, right? But I'm not gonna dig around for it. Door she came from still open?
Yep.
All right. Telling Roger, I'm gonna check this out. Try to stay out of trouble.
Roger's just thinking to himself, oh, me try to stay out of trouble?
Yes, I know. I'm asking a lot.
You see inside the room you were exploring seems like a small little civil room with just 2 chairs made out of ice and a chandelier made of ice hanging overhead to light up the room. You see a large ice cliff adorning the floor.
I guess these are all books.
No, they're just scrolls instead.
Okay, anything in here of I'm gonna kind of rummage through a few of them, see if there's anything in here worth seeing.
You can roll for perception, yeah.
Jesus Christ, this app is not doing good. I'm about to go get my dice.
I still have these rolls.
Unfortunately, you don't find anything out of note in these texts. However, you do notice a trend in that a lot of the texts seem to speak of blood magic.
Like a specific blood magic, or
From your search and your roll, you were only able to discern that all of it has to do with blood magic.
Right. This
While
the
this
door.
is happening, Roger, on the side, over near you, you see over here a servant's collar activates, and you see red and black tinged lightning spark out as they scream out in pain before you. And as they fall to the floor, scrounging around for relief, they have a little box of bread that falls out of their pouch, and it falls over to the floor. And you see some ice servants nearby. The ice elementals simply take them by the throat, and you see them just drag this prisoner away, still screaming in pain, towards the door. And you see them reaching out towards you, Roger, as they scream, "Oh, please, help me!"
Roger's gonna watch that entire thing go down. And like internally hyperventilating goes back to scrubbing. He's just like, if I try to help right now, that's not.
You see a servant near you. Roger sees this happening as well as they pound the ice floor with their fists a little and speaks under their breath, says, "That's the 5th one. It's gonna be me next. They'll take away my children. I'll never see them again."
He's gonna kind of like, are they down on the floor? Is that?
Yeah, you see that it's a human blonde woman, her hair looking disheveled. And you see she takes a longer while to wipe that part of the floor as her duty. As you see, she begins tearing up a lot.
He's just going to, like, while still sitting there polishing this thing, like, very quietly, just being like, how long have you been here?
She looks over you and speaks under her breath. Says, "For 2 months now. You have to be careful. They have eyes everywhere.
How
And
often?
if they see you doing any kind of misconduct, And if it gets reported to Bella, the collars will activate.
How often does that happen?
She bites her lip and says, "It's my fault. I thought I could give him some bread, maybe to sneak it out to his family. Now he's going to join the rest in the dungeons."
Rogers, again, still quietly, still also polishing this chair. This chair is gonna, like, you're gonna be able to see yourself in this chair by the end of this.
Amazingly polished chair right now.
I can just see it. Oh yeah, now you want to split up. Now you're having second thoughts.
Polishing it so much it's slowly starting to dwindle in size.
Yeah. He's again, he's kind of not looking at her while he's talking, but he's just like, what are the infractions that cause that?
She speaks to you in a low tone as she begins to polish the table now and just says, "If you try to sneak anything out of here, if you try to sneak out at all, or if you try to visit the dungeons below, your life is forfeit. But just about anything that could set Lady Bella off might activate your collar. Last week she activated some collars just because she was bored."
There was that time that her sister tried to marry some guy she just met.
Oh no.
You see, she looks over you, Roger, with a saddened expression, goes like, "I'm so sorry that you're here."
He's kind of
did they-
glanced at her.
Did they get your family too?
Yes.
She chokes down some more tears and speaks quietly to you and says, "I hope they're okay. They took my daughter away from me weeks ago. They tell me she's still safe for so long as I keep working. I haven't been able to see her. But last week they brought me just the ribbon she always wears." She shows it out of the small of her little belt is a small rag looking like ribbon that looks like it's been worn away. "It's the only hope I have left. I have to keep her safe."
He gives a small nod. He's just like, "What's your name?"
"Rebecca. If you happen to know where they're keeping her, anything at all, please let me know. Let any of us know."
He gives a small nod and is sort of just, get moving around the stable to try to keep up appearances as he's working.
And you now see an ice elemental from the door appear from the very ice floor beneath. It forms, and you see it looks towards you, Roger, and goes like, "You."
He's slowly turn around. It just points at himself.
"Queen Bella wishes to have an audience with you."
Oh no.
Oh no.
And he's just gonna nod, not say anything, just nod. kind of, I don't know, trying to make a bit of noise as he's heading towards this door, like, "Victor, please. Notice this. What's happening here?"
Does Victor notice this? Greg, you there?
Oh shit.
I don't think he noticed you.
Did we lose him?
Drake might be AFK.
He might be.
Or his mic might not be working.
Drake, if you're saying something we can't hear. Okay, so I think this is a good opportunity to cut back to Team A then.
Sounds good.
Can you hear
Oh
me?
no.
Yeah, I can hear you
I
now.
can.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Okay, but you were aware of the situation, right?
I cut out in that last part.
Oh, one of the ice elementals appeared and said that Bella wants a private meeting with Roger. And Roger's frantically looking towards you, hoping you notice what's going on.
I mean,
Oh no.
well, honestly, what do you want to do? Because the easiest thing for you to do would be to come with me toward this other door.
There's an ice elemental that's directly asking him, though.
So
Like,
the ice elemental now grabs you by the arm, and you feel his cold grasp just
great.
on your arm, and you see that it messes with your disguise a little bit when he touches you.
Oh
No.
shit!
Enough. I need him. I remind you to tell your mistress I need him alive and intact.
You see he unhands you a little bit, Roger, and the disguise goes back to normal. It glitches out for a second. And I'm gonna need you to roll for roll for deception.
This thing has a
Me?
localized anti-magic field on it. Oh no.
Am I rolling for deception? Or
Yep.
is-
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Myself too, or just him?
No, just Roger. Oh,
God. That was so
you
close.
you look around and you see that the servants were too busy, and luckily the stranger did not notice, or perhaps he did, and he isn't saying anything.
Inside
You're
check.
such a dick.
I'm just gonna kind of scurry a little bit over.
The ice elemental looks towards your direction, Victor, and says,
Damn, this app sucks.
"Oh, yeah, you take a look and you see that the ice elemental is seemingly just following orders."
No, I met the stranger.
I'm sorry, what?
I met the stranger.
You don't know
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, you don't really get any kind of a read from him. He's a bit too aloof.
In your mind, everyone here is a fucking statue.
You see the ice elemental points towards your direction, Roger. It goes like, "He will live so long as he follows directions. Now come."
Roger just sort of looks over at Victor like,
Do you want? Yeah, I mean, let's go.
Vic, you see the ice golem stops you with a hand, and Victor says, "Not you, just him." Lady Bella says she will have your need, the same with the other one, to guard this palace.
No.
Trying to see if I have anything here I can slip you. That would be
It's a golem. It's an
Inconsistent.
elementalist.
But I honestly don't.
well, Roger is going to be like, well, kind of like, well, fuck. And
Yeah.
You still have the illusion, right? You still have the shit you need. If
yeah, he's got his disguise self on. It only lasts for an hour.
As long as the elemental doesn't touch him.
Yep. Roger,
Alright.
Roger's just gonna kind of look at Victor and just be like very quietly,
use your mind.
like, okay, well, there, just says, tell Paul I love him.
Oh my God! I'll listen for a commotion so I can run down there.
Red flag.
If the word, if shit goes south, try to gank the bitch so when I get down, or at least weaken her, so when I get down there I can finish the job.
I'm not saying he's not gonna try, but
He's probably gonna die.
Now, back to Team A.
And that's the last we see of fuck.
Kanan and the others, you and Falmouth help Irina onto the bed alongside the child, and you see that her condition is a lot worse for wear as you see her beginning to sweat from the internal heat her body's going through.
This is a very rapid fever.
We need something to bring her condition down.
You're able to see this, right, Dreg and Roger, or do you need me to spawn your tokens?
I can still see.
I can see it fine. I can see it fine.
Okay.
What if
You
we take
see
her out of
in-
town?
Sorry, say that again?
What if we take her out of town?
You know, the collar would tighten so much, her head would probably pop off.
Irina isn't wearing a collar.
Oh,
Lovely.
the other collar.
You see, though, in this state, the child begins to open his eyes fully as he seems to groan into a state where he is at least able to speak. He looks towards you, Kanan, and reaches out a hand and says, "Thank you."
Kanan holds the boy's hand, kind of rubs it, and just smiles, but he doesn't say anything.
Who are you, people?
We're just some travelers trying to get home.
You seen my dad?
Your dad? No.
That scary lady said he was going to go work for her.
I'm afraid we haven't seen your father.
Mom cried a lot. And then you see he starts to choke up a little bit and hides his face in the pillow nearby.
Kanan kind of rubs his head as if to comfort him. But he doesn't really know what to say at this point.
You don't have the collars.
No, we're not from here.
Are you going to help us?
Kanan looks towards Falmouth and Paul.
I mean, we kind of have to.
I don't see why we can't help you.
You see the child coughs some more as you can hear more mucus from his lungs from his cough.
You try and get some rest. Don't talk too much.
You see he looks to the side and sees his new ailing partner on the bed, and he asks you all, "Is she sick too?"
Unfortunately, yes, but we don't know why.
You see he coughs some more, and he mentions over to Falmouth's direction. You are happen to be standing near a little closet drawer. As he points towards your direction, Falmouth says, "In there, Dad was a doctor.
Oh.
Maybe it can help."
Falmouth goes to open the door.
In the little closet drawer, you don't see much in there other than a lot of old clothes that were rummaged around from when Kanan searched there. Go ahead and roll for perception.
17.
You do manage to find what looks like a little hidden cubby beneath all the small clothes in the closet drawer, and you see in there what looks like a small little hidden box of what looks like correspondences and letters.
Okay. Falmouth goes to look through the correspondence to see if there's any sort of information similar to what symptoms Irina has, and also shows Kanan, since Kanan's more versed in medicine than he is.
Kanan, you can do a perception check with advantage since you are knowledgeable about medicine. You you sift through the paperworks, and you find several letters and correspondences between several other colleagues within this town. And you do see from it, you're able to discern that this was once a village practiced in the arts of pharmacy and pharmaceutical needs for the town or for the land of Ravenloft, but has since gone into disrepair as more and more people began to be sent off to work for Bella or have just died from disease.
Well, that's a damn shame.
You see that from the letters, you're able to discern that at least you aren't too sure, but there was a systematic removal of all the knowledgeable medicine men of this village. And while you're unable to find much from the results of these colleagues speaking to each other, you see that a lot of them were trying to find a way to be able to heal people without being noticed by the callers.
Shit. I don't know.
And Paul, you're why don't you go ahead and roll a perception check for me?
I don't like that. I never like that. When a DM tells you to roll, oh!
You start to feel something off as the two Dragonborns are busy sifting through the letters and paperwork. You're still standing in the bedroom. Right behind you, you feel something moving. And when you turn to look behind you, right up against your face, you see the horrid realization that Irina is now up from her bed, her hair turned completely white, and she is staring at you with intensely orange bloodshot eyes.
God.
Hey, guys.
Go ahead. Go ahead and roll for Dex.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, come on! I was doing so good.
I mean, at least knowing Roger's luck today, he would have gotten that one on that.
We're just gonna both fucking
Sure.
die. It's fine.
You see with a large roar and a growl, she pounces on you, Paul.
Wait, what the hell?
Great.
A large
Guys!
slam sound rings out as both of you now notice, and you see Irina now sports large fangs as she attempts to bite at Paul.
Oh no, Kanan.
Yeah, can I vortex warp her?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I want to do that.
Good luck.
Good luck. What?
That's a con
Yes,
save. Can you link the spell for me?
Yeah, hang on.
Nice. Okay, so it is a con save. All right, let's see how much con I gave to Irina for this. Yay! Okay, she has 10 con, so that's gonna be a 0 on a bonus. So let me
she's
roll.
squishy.
So let's
She's
roll.
squishy.
God, please fail. Please fail. Please fail.
You rolled a 3. All right, so where are you warping her?
Is there a window in the room?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna warp her out the window as far as I can see.
Okay.
Preferably to the next building.
You already. Farthest away would be here from where the window is. Actually, no. Sorry, that's where the door was. Farthest would be here.
Perfect. Throw her.
With with your spell, you're able to warp her right outside. You hear the sound of thud in some snow as you hear the almost like feral animal sounds coming from Irina ring out.
What the
As
fuck?
you see, she runs off into the snow and disappears.
Shit.
Oh god.
Lord.
Are you okay?
I am fine. I don't think she is.
Clearly.
Yeah, and now she's wandered off and we don't know where she is.
But at least she's away from me.
That's also a concern. We're in a village run by one of Strahd's lieutenants, and he's after her.
She ain't gonna go anywhere.
Do you think Bella's not gonna try and get her now? Now that she's alone.
A few civilians.
We're gonna go after Bella anyway. It doesn't matter. Falmouth can go after her.
What does your group want to do?
Let's just turn to the story of the Were Karen.
I'm gonna roll perception to try and see where she ran off to, what direction.
Go ahead.
13.
You don't particularly get much of an idea where she went, but you see slight footprints that indicate that she's headed northwards.
Falmouth's hauling ass after her.
This is Dragonborn.
Oh, shit.
Bitched all horse.
And what would the two of you do?
Kanan is afraid to leave the boy alone, but he probably knows that Falmouth is going to need backup.
Okay.
I can
So
go
are you
after
going
Bella.
along with them?
It would probably be a bad idea to leave Paul by himself. So Paul should go after him.
Yeah, I'm going after Falmouth.
Be careful.
Don't turn into whatever the hell that was.
you reach or you run over a large building that seemed like it was the home of what looks like to be the mayor of the city based on the sign you're seeing. But in following Irina's trail, you now notice, along with the footprints, also handprints along the ground.
Great.
Why do I get okay, so she's either a vampire or a vampire spawn or a werewolf.
Why not all three?
Would that I'd had Victor's foresight and played my weapon in silver like he had.
I'm going to guess she's going to the Ice Palace.
Probably.
So guess where we're going.
You guys head towards this part of the town, and you see several townspeople now looking rather distraught and freaked out. And you see, following the trail of distressed people, it seems to lead over here to the left side.
Okay, we're in the area, so I'm guessing perception then.
Yep.
I'm
18.
gonna roll 2. If I
18.
can learn how to spell.
How much did you roll? Thomas?
18.
Both of you managed to see now what looks like a trail of blood droplets along the snow.
Fuck.
And it's heading more that way.
I imagine Falmouth is just like bolting off, and he's this giant dragonborn, and then you have Paul who's just like, how the hell are you running so fast?
You see, as you approach, you hear the feral animalistic sounds of growling and panting coming from that direction, and through the blizzard you see her, Irina, and you see the trail of blood leads right to her. She turns around to face you, and it looks like she's biting extremely hard into her arm as she's shaking her head back and forth.
Oh, thank God, it's her own blood.
Yeah, that makes it better.
It's better than her killing any of the civilians.
Oh yeah, because their lives are so good right now.
They can be potentially improved. Dead is dead.
Who are you talking to? I'm not here.
You see Irina simply backs away a little as she sees you approach. And she's still biting hard into her arm to the point where you can hear cartilage and flesh being carved into.
Oh, God.
You just hear her from beneath the animal starting to say, "Leave me. Run."
Okay, so she's at least semi-coherent. So what are we doing?
Maybe just knock her out.
Okay, I'm going to take a page from Kanan's book. I'm going to clothesline her.
Oh.
You're gonna what?
Clothesline her.
She's like clothesliner like you did to Odelia.
Oh,
Okay. Go ahead and let me see what kind of roll this should be. I'll put it at athletics. Why not?
Oh, thank God! I have proficiency in that.
Yep. So go ahead.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You make a run for her and you attempt to clothesline her, and she pounces at you. And at first, she does get a grasp of your arm, and she tries to bite into it, but you
She's
manage to
biting into armor.
yeah, you manage to slam her down into the snow. And go ahead and roll for strength. Just a strength check, just a basic one. Nice. Let's see. What does she roll? She's got literally just a +1 to strength. So let's see. 12. Okay, so you definitely win that contestant check. You manage to pin her to the ground, and even as she's growling out against you, you pin her down, manage enough to keep her from moving.
Okay. Can I perform a blood choke?
What is that?
You're not familiar with the blood choke. Okay.
No.
Okay. So
Go.
Thank you.
Come on.
okay. So
Can you take
a
our
blood
hands?
choke is something where you are. It's a form of strangulation where you're compressing both carotid arteries and jugular veins without
Oh, is
compressing
that the
the
thing where
airway.
you choke them out so hard that they pass out?
Yeah, he's trying to
Okay.
force her into
Okay.
consciousness so that she
Oh yeah.
doesn't.
Go ahead. You can go ahead and roll or strength check again for that. Nice. And she rolls a just a 17. Okay. So you managed to get her to a position where you're able to choke her out with your arm, and she struggles a lot at first. She claws at your armor, but eventually she slows down her struggling and just quietly passes out. And when she does so, you see that her hair slowly reverts back to black, or rather, sorry, auburn hair.
Okay. He's going to just pick her up and just like cradle her, just trying to hold her gently now.
Okay. And now what you shall do?
Walk back towards Paul. Or
Okay.
Paul's coming to me, I guess. Okay, crisis averted for now.
Given the size difference between Falmouth and Irina, and just because it's like I'm going to hold her, I just immediately pictured that meme of holds gentle like hamburger.
As you're carrying her, you see more of her blood drops onto the floor as you see that she's injured her arm rather grievously from biting into it hard.
Do we know? Can I gauge how much damage she's done to herself?
Right now, she dealt herself 12 damage, and she's got about 24 left.
Okay. I'm going to. I have 30 lay on hands points. I'm going to spend 12 of that.
Okay, to heal her?
Yeah.
Okay. You place your hand over the wound, and with your holy magic, you're able to close up the wound and heal her injury. And go ahead and roll an Arcana check, Paul.
Cool. Let's see, Arcana. Wow. What the fuck? That is your highest fucking skill.
You had one job.
You had one job.
So you, as Falmouth is healing her, you get a sense that you're feeling that something is rather wrong. You're a practitioner of the magic, so you are interlinked with something called the weave, which is like a fabric of magic that like affects all mages. And with Irina, you get a sense that there's almost like a tear there, like an irregularity, but you're unsure of what this could mean just yet.
Can I do an insight check on that?
Yes.
Once I find my mouse. Is it gonna? Are you gonna? Why is it not working now?
No idea.
Oh!
One time. I'll just take the first one.
I was gonna say take the first one. God, that was
Yeah.
a delay roll 20.
She you get a sense that even with this irregularity magic, that it's not something that Irina would be conscious of since she's been stuck here and also is not a practitioner of magic.
Inclined.
But you do see that the white streaks that were in her hair are now no longer there.
Okay, well that seems like a little bit of an improvement. Possibly. Paula's gonna look at Falmouth. So, do we still want to go to the Ice Palace, or do we want to go back to Canaan?
Let's find Kanan first and regroup.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. All of you regroup back at the house where Kanan is. Kanan, by staying with the child has recovered enough to where they can be on their feet again, but they're still sitting on the bed, resting as per your recommendation.
Kanan is going to, I guess, rub his back a little bit to help keep him warm.
He looks over
gives
you
him
and
some
goes like,
support.
"Are you a dragon?"
Kanan kind of chuckles at this, and he's like, in a manner of speaking, yes.
He coughs a little bit and says, "That's cool."
Aw.
That's adorable.
This is a very different experience for Kanan compared to the brat.
I'm dragonborn.
He kicks his foot a little and just
Strahd?
he kicks his foot a little on the bed and just says, "I've never heard of that before."
I kind of expected him to just kind of be like, "Well, I'm human born."
Well, my people have come from a place far away, and we've settled far and wide. My family, well, I came from a family of merchants.
He says, "You kind of remind me of that dog guy."
Dog guy?
Yeah, it's Mister who's like a big red dog.
Clifford.
He plays with us.
Goddamn it.
He plays with us kids sometimes.
Big dog guy. Does he have a horn on his nose?
He says, "Yeah, kind of like yours."
What?
And almost immediately at the door, you hear him chime in. Where is it? Let's see. Da-da-da.
I get the feeling this bitch doesn't know how to mind their own business.
You see at the door, you see Brutus himself, and he's just like, "Do I hear My name being mentioned?
Kanan immediately stands up and pulls out his mason shield.
Oh, as something as an offer as that is, little priest. I'm not here for that. The kid's safe.
What do you want?
Exactly as I mentioned. Is the kid safe?
Of course he's safe.
He sighs and says, Good. Makes the job easier that way.
What?
Been sick for a while, right?
He's got pneumonia. He needs proper treatment.
He looks like he's a little awkward about the situation and rubs back his head. Yeah, well, sadly, I can't offer that. But kid's got you, little priest, so whatever. Make
Kanan
sure
just
he's alright,
stares.
yeah?
What did you say?
Just make sure he's alright, yeah? You see the little kid behind you looks behind your back, Kanan, and he goes, Hey, it's you.
What the fuck?
You.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Roger's
Kanan
not
looks
dead
back
yet.
at the kid and looks back at Brutus. Wait, is he actually your friend?
He looks up at you, Kanan, and goes like, Yeah.
What?
I told you he plays with us a lot. Hey, are you here playing us with us again? And instead, Brutus just smiles and kneels down a little bit to get to the kid's level and just says, Sorry, little brat. Not today. But you know I'll be back to school your asses in soccer sometime again if you want. You see the kid laughs a little bit as the Brutus just smirks. And he just smirks, dies down a little bit as he looks back at you, Ken, and just goes, "Uh." Like
What?
I said,
Oh.
to make sure he's alright.
He would be even better if you could give me some medicine. But I don't need you in here.
Why are these hallowed grounds? He does a little air quotes. Does it offend you, me being here, little priest?
Keep talking.
You know, for someone who looks like a tomato and also has a bunch of horns on him like me, I thought you'd be a lot more friendly to someone that's a lot like you.
I'm nothing like you.
He shrugs and says, You say so. Didn't come here for an argument.
Then leave.
The kid looks up at you, Kana, and goes like, Hey, it, are, are you two fighting?
He tried to kill me and my friends earlier.
He simply smiles at the kid and just goes, Ah, sad but true. Part of life, kid. Sometimes you got a job and you gotta dot your I's and Q's. But you tell the other kids I say hi, yeah?
Leave.
Get the
He
fuck
turns
out.
he turns around and with a flick of his tail towards you, he says, I'm going. Just remind yourself a little bit where I'm from and where you're headed. Probably ain't too far away from one another.
He snorts out a
And
puff of smoke as he begins to leave.
in any case, I'll see you around, priest. And with that, in a puff of smoke and brimstone, he disappears into flames and just streaks off again.
Kanan is going to put his weapon and shield away, and he just heaves like a heavy sigh and shakes his head.
The kid looks to you and goes like, "What was going on there?"
Your little friend is a creature of Avernus.
Of furnace?
Hell, the underworld, the pits
Oh.
of fire.
The bad place. No. He always played around with us kids. Always made sure we were okay.
Can
Yeah.
we keep this one?
Well, not too
This
long
isn't a
ago,
creepy one.
he tried to
What'd you say,
slaughter.
Rattle?
I said, can we keep this one? It's not a creepy one.
Or
You
a
mean
bratty one.
Brutus?
Yep.
Yep. Well, he is. He's got layers to him.
I don't like that. Anyway, Kanan.
Not
Talking
too
about
long
him or the
ago,
child?
he tried to slaughter me and my friends.
Are you calling out to Kanan from the window, Paul?
No.
Okay. I'm at this point. I'll say you guys meet up back with him at the house, along with Irina in Falmet's arms still. Let me. This is a huge ass map. I gotta drag him.
Yep.
Oh,
You see the kid continues this conversation with you, Kanan, as your friends return. As he says, "Oh, well, it's weird. He seems so nice."
beware of that one, child. Creatures of Avernus are not the good sort you want to associate with.
Okay. Is that lady going to be okay? You see Falmouth enter with Irina in his arms, passed out, and with a particular portion of her sleeves just gone from the biting.
Like, is her wound patched up?
Yeah,
or...
the
okay.
wound's been healed, but you can tell from the ripped sleeves that something happened there.
Well, Kanan is going to utter the same question. Is she going to be okay?
Yes. For mercy, yes.
Well, at least one good thing happened.
I don't know if you would consider this a good thing.
She's not dead. I call that a good thing.
Yeah, but she can easily come after us again.
Well, hopefully we'll be better prepared should that come up again.
A blood choke works out. A blood choke works fine on her.
A blood... What?
Have you ever done a stranglehold where you press the carotid artery and jugular vein, try and force someone unconscious? It's safer than an air choke.
I see. Hopefully we won't have to do that again.
Fucking a gift rattle.
That's what it is.
Been there. It sucks.
Just imagine Irina waking up, slowly opening her mouth, just chomps down on Falmouth.
I mean, she just.
Wait, I think fuck has Voldemort.
I mean, she just bit steel armor, so that
Yeah.
was fine.
Teeth fall out.
Fangs broken.
You see the child tugs on you, Kanan, again. It just says, "Are you gonna go to that scary place?"
Kanan, is the boy standing up, like, or is he still
Yeah.
in bed? Kanan is actually gonna pick the boy way up. And kind of looks at him, and then looks towards to where the big ugly ice castle's at. Looks like we are. Though I'm afraid to leave you alone.
I'm also afraid of leaving Irina with him.
He says, well, if you want, me and my friends can look over your friend.
But
You and your friends.
how are you feeling?
He coughs a little bit more, but says, I should be okay.
Kanan
He's
kind of
precious.
gives him the gives him like the stern look, like with your parents, like, are you sure?
Yeah. Well, I'm okay. And then you hear a large rumbling coming out of his stomach. He blushes a little and just says, kinda hungry.
Oh my god. Do we have any food left?
From your previous search, you found that there were bits and pieces of ingredients in here, but you would need someone who is more knowledgeable about cooking to make any of these work.
So,
And
Paul.
I don't think you want me to give him a bag of pure spices.
And I don't know if he would even be interested in rations. Rations are pretty plain. But that might be
mean,
better.
If you're hungry.
Well,
If you
there's-
want, Paul, you can do like a perception check with advantage to see if there are any workable materials you could use here.
Oh boy.
what's your-
Perception?
Yeah.
What's your name, by the way?
The child looks at you and goes like, I'm Kyle.
Nice to meet you, Kyle. I'm Kanan.
Hey, we're both K.
Adorable.
Fucking
Indeed
adorable,
we
Jesus
are.
Christ.
With that perception check, you are able to find that there are indeed lots of sparse, scattered about ingredients here. Filtering out stuff that you can't use or are too old or moldy, you find that there are a few half loaves of bread you can use, along with some tomatoes, celery, and also one big tub of water that they have going from being able to melt ice into it workable.
That feeling when I don't have purified food and drink for this situation. God damn it.
Paul's gonna look at the ingredients and be like, well, I mean, a sandwich is a sandwich.
If I can do this.
It'll suit him better than the rations that I have left. Would you mind?
Of course not. Why would I mind?
You
Is it
see
the only thing?
Flubber react from your dagger, Paul, and he just says, yes, master. Work your magic upon these culinary ingredients.
I can't take him seriously.
I can't either. Thank you for the confidence boost, Flubber.
If you wish, master, I can distill some hot water for this child.
That would be very nice. Thank you.
Just don't use fire.
Oh yeah, there's that problem.
He looks over to you, Ken, and goes like, the liquid will be heated inside my own body. There shall be no fire. Have no concern.
Oh god.
All I can think of is somebody asking Flubber how he does that, and it's just like, I just wiggle it very rapidly.
You hear
I
the
mean, friction
I'll
with
look at
molecules
you.
works.
with a confused look and says, who are you guys talking to?
Oh,
Paul
You'll
just
see.
Paul just holds up Flubber this.
You'll see.
Yeah. He looks at the little cube and goes, oh my god, that's so cool.
Oh
He's
my God.
adorable.
I love him.
He starts poking at Flubber a little bit, and his fingers go inside Flubber a little bit, and he goes, "That tickles, small child."
I don't think it's polite to poke your finger inside someone's body, Kyle.
He looks over to you, Kane, and goes like, "Sorry." You see he coughs a little bit more hoarsely as he begins to retreat back to the bed a little.
Yeah, let's get you back into bed.
Alright, well, heat up some water, Flubber.
Understood, master. Oh, he's
What?
he begins.
Okay.
He stands on a table and begins grunting as you see like little bits and of bubbles and heat going up inside his body as if he's heating himself back up. And he's still grunting all the while, like, "Huh?"
Being a microwave.
Yes, no. He isn't exactly making that noise.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
In the meantime, would you like to perform a cooking minigame with these ingredients?
Sure, I love cooking, Mama.
Just like Mama. And okay, so go ahead and for prep, since these are like the most basic ass sparse ingredients, I'm gonna say for all of these, you get like an automatic +5 to whatever roll you make. So go ahead and roll for the prep first.
Can Falmouth and gain an assist?
Yes, so that'll be with advantage.
Assist in making a. Wait.
And you roll again since you roll with advantage.
That is everyone with Kyle right now.
I've only had Kyle for a day and a half, and if anything
Oh,
happened,
do
I
I-
would kill everyone in this room and then myself.
Do I have advantage?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Cool.
Ew.
Not cool.
No. Oh,
Definitely not cool.
thanks to Flubber, you can use your trait thing to do a re-roll again if you want.
I love Flubber.
I'm just rolling to it. I'm just rolling to assist since Paul's not here.
Oh, bless.
Roger's not here.
Nice.
Thank you, Flubber.
You're welcome, master. So he continues boiling the water inside his body. But as you continue, you prep the necessary ingredients. What are you making, first of all? Just a sandwich?
I guess so.
Okay.
A sandwich. Why would you cook a sandwich in water, though?
What are you saying?
Why would you cook a sandwich in water, though?
No, he's not cooking it in the water. The
Oh,
water is
okay.
just like boiling off to the side.
You
Yeah.
can make tea with
Like
water.
a sandwich
do
with
things
soup?
like-
Oh, you can do tea or soup.
I'd be making like tea or soup or something.
Yeah.
Probably
That too,
tea.
yeah.
Or all of it, depending on how many ingredients I have.
Yeah, you prep the ingredients, so now you can do the cooking. So go ahead and roll for cooking. You don't have Jake for this one, so you don't get a re-roll on this one, but since you're being helped, it'll be with advantage. So go ahead and roll for it.
What the fuck?
Oh god.
Man,
Oh, remember, you get an automatic
Roll again.
+5. Yeah.
I sure fucking love that I made a chef that cannot cook.
Okay, 16.
Remember, you get a +5 to these rolls, so 16. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, you're done with the cooking. You put together. So it was a sandwich, right? Anything else with that, or?
Depending on the ingredients, I guess soup and tea or one or the other.
Yeah, there's enough for like tomato soup.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay. So you go ahead and roll for finishing touches. This one you do get a reroll for.
Are you serious?
You
Reroll that
You have
shit.
advantage. You have advantage. Don't worry.
Reroll that. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I saw that
came back.
movie.
That comeback though.
And that one would have been like you fucking sneezed in it at the end or something.
Ew.
Okay. Yeah, you finish up and you successfully make for him a delicious set of sandwiches that are glazed in some butter, along with a simple but flavorful tomato soup for the child.
That's some Gordon Ramsay shit right there.
And I'm gonna say you make enough so that your companions could have some too.
I'd rather feed the
Passes
kid
around the
first.
sandwiches and the soup.
Put a little swig of basil on there.
Well, Kanan is going to take like a small like portion of the soup and the sandwich and take it to Kyle inside the bedroom.
Kyle dips the bread in some of the soup and eats it, and his once frozen over face of despondent sadness beams up with bright happiness as he's unable to keep himself from smiling as he chews the bread and begins eating so vigorously that he like just tips the plate up and like begins just slurping up the soup.
Oh, slow down there, son.
He coughs a little bit when he finishes, but he says, "Oh, so good. It's the best thing I've ever tasted."
Kanan can't help but like have this really big warm smile on his face. Would you like some more?
Yes, please.
Kanan is going to let him have his portion, like the soup portion, and he comes back with some soup and like half a sandwich because he's gonna eat the other half.
You see all of you begin dining together in the bedroom as he looks at you all and goes like, he looks over to you all and goes, "So are you like a chef?"
Damn good
Yep.
one.
He's like,
I wouldn't say that.
he says, "That's really cool. We had a baker in our village. He used to make fresh bread all the time. It was really yummy."
The bakery wouldn't still happen to be around here, would it?
I think so. It's somewhere on sorry, I don't know the names of the directions yet. He points just towards over here. It's over that direction.
Paul's gonna look at the others and be like, maybe there's some more food there.
Could be.
The guy in red, sorry, I know you said to avoid him, but he gave me some of that food you were using.
I don't trust him.
He said to hide it whenever someone comes around.
What guy are we talking about?
That
Brutus.
hellhound. He made
He
a impromptu stop before you guys arrived.
You see, he speaks, the child speaks more. It's like, back when my mom, he frowns a little bit. When my mom, was around, he helped me a lot. But I think mom was just really sad.
Because of your dad?
He shook his head, almost like with a childlike innocence as he keeps kicking his feet on the bed. Dad said he had to go work for that mean-looking lady.
And I'm gonna guess he never came back.
No.
He shook his head again solemnly. He looks over to the unconscious body of Irina on the bed, and Kyle goes, is the lady going to be okay? Maybe I can give her some.
She'll be okay. I think after a bit of rest, she'll be good as new.
You probably want to stay away from her for a bit, though.
He nods a little. Okay. You guys are really nice.
See, now Paul turns to Fulmus. Can we keep him?
He looks at you and goes like, am I gonna see you guys around?
Well, if everything plans out, yeah. I think we'll see each other again.
He smiles and says, Yay.
Yay!
Max, if you kill this kid, I'm gonna be very upset. I'm just saying.
No, yeah, no, see, now now if I do anything to this kid, you're all gonna fucking hate me forever.
Oh yeah, we'll
Yeah.
insta quit the game, and you're not allowed to ever DM ever again.
No. You see, if he does anything to the kid, then it's like, okay, new boss battle. We are fighting the GM.
Yes.
What you
Yes?
fail to realize that the child will be the boss fight.
Oh, that's fucked up.
You gotta kill little Kyle.
That would be very fucked up.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
I would
Which
be.
I would be okay with because it's also the name of a coworker I don't like. So
My God.
That's transference, damn it.
You see, after a little while, you see Irina's eyes flutter a little bit. She groans awake as Kyle gets off the bed a little bit and like just stays behind Kanan.
Good morning, Sleeping Beauty.
Let's just make sure he's in between Irina and the more squishy people.
You see Irina, as soon as she's able to gather herself, she jolts awake and like retreats back further against the wall of the head post of the bed. She looks around frantically at you all. She begins to hyperventilate a little, but she eventually begins to calm down. And she says, "What happened again?"
Again?
Shit. She holds her hand against her head. Damn it.
Okay. I had the feeling that you were hiding something, and out of respect for your privacy, I decided to keep it since, as I mentioned to you when you were prying with Kanan's past, everyone has things that they aren't necessarily ready to talk about. However, things have certainly come to a head since Paul was attacked. So I think we should know at least something.
You see, she looks over to you, Paul, and says, "I'm so sorry. You were
Paul
almost
is
hurt.
just gonna keep his distance from her.
You all right?"
Yeah, sure, I'm fine. I'm great.
You see that she's almost a little bit hurt by the distance you're taking from her, but she nods in understanding and says, "Okay."
So you said this
Yeah.
happened again.
She sighed and she gestures to you, Kanan, and looks over at Kyle. Hey, little guy, can you play in the next room?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
It's
Oh, God.
he's got an ongoing cough.
Yeah.
He's also dying.
Damn it, Rattles.
Kyle
Like-
looks up at you, Kanan, for your kind of input or approval in what she said.
Kanan looks back to him with a smile and kind of runs his like clawed hand gently through his head. Like, go play. We'll be just a minute.
Okay. He takes what he has left of his bread and soup and like goes over to the dining room with his little blanket still like covered around him like a little cloak.
So fucking adorable.
Baby.
You see Irina, as soon as she was sure that Kyle is gone, she begins to sort of take away the bindings on her collar of her shirt, and she reveals to you what looks like a set of bite marks on her neck.
Okay.
She's a
And when were you
vampire.
going to tell us about this?
Preferably never.
And
She
why did you think that was
she
okay?
ties it back up and says, "It hasn't been a problem for ages. For some reason, it's so reacting to certain things."
Okay. Do you know where you got it from, or were you, say, unconscious at the time it happened?
She traces her hand over the marks and says, and begins to recount her tale. Years ago, back before, well, my father died. My adoptive father, anyway. Strahd just kept sending his little foot soldiers one after another against our state. Eventually it became too much, and the bastard managed to get some bites in on me. Except, for some reason, I never turned. Ismark looked as confused as I was. Even after he bit me twice, it just never happened.
So you're a vampire spawn without being a vampire spawn?
Or a
I
vampire
don't know.
herself? Because there were fangs that we saw that you tried to bite into
She
Paul with.
covers her marking as like, look, I don't know, okay? The only time that I did turn was
Was
there were some ruffians, alright? In town, they worked for that asshole merchant.
ah.
Ismark tried fighting him off, but when I saw that they were bloodying him up, I just
Lost control.
She closes her eyes and nods. Ever since that day, I've just taken special care to keep it hidden and control myself. And it hasn't been a problem. I'm sorry for keeping this from you all. I
Is there
just
anything else we need to know?
She shakes her head. You know just as much as I do now. Again, I apologize for keeping this from you all.
As I said, everyone has secrets that they aren't going to tell people until they're ready. And I believe that this was such a case. So unfortunately, your hand was forced.
She nods slowly. And she said, I just would have preferred not to have more people turn away from me again. But if you all would rather just not accompany me more, I would understand.
No. You're sticking with us. Just Would have been nice to have
Please.
some forewarning.
Please be more open with us. You can trust us.
She sighs. Okay.
So, I don't know about you two, but I'm getting kind of worried about Roger and Victor.
Paul is just gonna slowly look at Kanan and be like, "You don't say."
I think he's more referring to how long it's currently taking.
So who's staying with the kid?
Irina just looks at you all and just says, I know that trust has been an issue, but at least allow me to do this. I can look after them.
Can I do like an inside check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sus.
We leave, we come back, she has eaten
Oh.
Kyle.
You see that you're unable to read deeper into what she said, but you get the feeling that she's wants to take on this responsibility mostly out of guilt, and that she seems to be avoiding eye contact with Paul out of that very same guilt.
Kanan puts.
Okay, so what do I figure out since I rolled insight?
You look upon her expression and you see that getting this opportunity to defend Kyle would mean a lot to save her from how terrible she's feeling right now. But at the same time, you understand from the resolution on her face that if she were to go wild again, she would more than likely off herself first than anyone else.
I think they're safe with her.
Kanan like lightly shrugs and nods. So be it. And he puts like a comforting hand on her shoulder. Keep watch of the little boy. Yeah.
I will.
Fallen just gives her a hug.
She hugs you fondly, almost as if she's surprised to receive one and after so long. And she looks over to you, Paul, but again does not deign to make eye contact with you, knowing that she had almost hurt you. And she keeps quiet as if to wait for your reaction.
Paul's just gonna look at her and be like, "If you do anything again, I am going to warp you into a box."
Kanan lightly like slaps him on the leg with his tail.
Ow! What was that for?
Because you're being a dick.
Was she not being a dick to me a couple of minutes ago?
Irina shakes her head. No, he's right. He's got every right to be angry with me. Just, I swear on my life, I'll keep this boy safe.
I mean, warping her into a box is not the worst thing he could do, so.
Yeah, he could be warping her into a mimic.
How do you know the box isn't a mimic?
That is a good point.
It would be his spice box.
Will she even fit in there?
It's good cover.
Alright, so Kanan is going to leave the room. And he's going to approach Kyle. Hey, you.
Kyle looks like he's got a mouthful of soup before he gulps it down and goes like,
Oh my
hey.
God. Kanan kneels down so that, he's still like kind of towering over him, but he kneels down so that, his face is a little closer, and then he puts a reassuring like hand on Kyle's shoulder. We're gonna be going now.
Oh, okay.
We're going to deal with Bella.
The mean lady?
Yeah.
Can you let me know if you find my father?
We will do our absolute best to find your father. What does he look like?
Well, he rubs his hand over his black, little wavy hair and says, "He's got hair like mine's. He's he's got one of those chin thingies."
Goatee?
Chin things.
Chin
Beard.
thingies.
Beard.
Yeah, he like presses into his chin a little, like one of these things.
A clef.
Oh.
Yeah, that the thingy.
I get you. The thingy. Right. Irina is going to stay with you. She will keep you safe.
He nods and goes, "Okay."
You can have the rest of the soup. Stay warm. Doctor's orders, okay?
Okay. He begins to kind of like just play around with his soup little with his spoon.
Oh my god. Oh my god. If anything happens to this kid, I will murder everyone.
Kill everyone and then kill myself.
He
And
smiles and then,
little before we end the session, we're gonna go a little bit back over to
Groupie.
to Roger Land.
No. Okay.
This is a really nice map.
Yeah. And we're gonna spawn poor little Roger in here. Yep.
Really dig that statue.
Roger's just like, haha, I'm in danger.
Yeah, it's pretty dope statue. Thousands of people died to build this.
I mean,
You see Victor, who was kept at the gates before the throne room, while two ice golems hold you down to your knees, Roger, in front of Bella.
Oh boy.
Says, "Wow, welcome to my little inner sanctum. Is it not impressive?"
He's kind of looking up at her. It's also like, one, I'm down on my knees, two, like, oh god, please don't recognize me. He's just like, very impressive, madam.
You see, she rises from her throne a little bit and creates a little pathway of ice stairs for her to descend down to you. It's like, I'm glad you think so. It took a little bit of effort from the little knaves out there, but they will do good work when they're motivated, now don't they?
Clearly.
Now, speaking of motivation, tell me about you, little man.
What is it you wish to know?
It's not every day that Strahd himself deigns to bring one of his little foot soldiers to me, carrying along a little gift like you. What possible wrong have you done in order to warrant an interrogation?
Well, ma'am, as I said, my family is from here.
Yes, your sad little life story, I know.
And when I arrived, they were dead.
Yes. Sad, isn't it?
He's kind of looking up at her, like looking like he's looking pretty pissed. Essentially. It's just like,
Is that ire I sense from you, little man?
a bit.
Trust me, the ones that disappoint you the most in this world are often family.
Frozen vibes
Don't
intensify.
fucking say.
What'd you say?
I said frozen vibes intensify.
I'm not ready to rule out the parental and sibling problems.
She continues her speech, says, "My two sisters are the one I rely most in this world, and even then, they still insist we work under the thumb of this stupid Batman."
Jadis and Anna.
But that is not why I brought you here. You see, I'm here to offer you a choice.
Oh boy.
A choice, madam.
Yes. How very kind, am I not? Now, I can have you frozen over, possibly impaled upon many ice spikes here and now. And it'll probably be just as that fool Strahd would want, and even if it's not. I relish any chance in order to make a wrinkle on his forehead. Or you can be my little pet.
Oh no.
Pet, madam.
Yes, you see. Even a working woman like me requires a servant to tend to whatever I need from time to time.
Oh, she wants her vagina wet.
I like how you went there immediately.
Interest
Gonna
here.
say it,
I'm sorry.
but Mel got there first.
And you see, my last one did not do as expected. You see, she points up, and on the ceiling, you see just the incredibly, just horrific, just frozen in painful expression. The corpse of a man that's been stabbed almost like 1,000 times over with ice spikes, and then frozen in that state.
Oh.
Yeah, she wants her vagina wet.
It just occurs to me, this is fucking S death, isn't it?
It's what now?
As
You mean-
death.
The statues?
The bitch.
No. But I do see the similarities, yes. You see Bella approaches you, like, almost uncomfortably close to the point where you feel like she's encroaching upon your disguise range.
Roger's just like, oh god,
Yeah.
really?
I know the scent of magic, and it has not left you since I took off that little cloak of yours. You're a gifted one, are you not?
Oh. That went in a very different direction than I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And why did you feel the need to hide this from me? I wonder. She, with a flick of her fingers, you see ice spikes spawn out, and they poke right against the flesh of your hips,
She wants
like one on each side, ready to just elongate and just essentially crucify you if she doesn't hear the right answer right now.
Don't think that you require the skills of a bard, madam.
A bard, you say? Oh. Perhaps you have use to me yet as a jester, after all. Things get so very bland around here. But, in order to assume this position, you will need to earn it. She snaps her fingers, and from the double doors, ice golems come in. 2 of them carrying what looks like the civilian slaves with the collars on them.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
You see they bring before you and put down to their knees 2 civilians, one of which has a cleft on his chin,
Oh,
Oh,
come
no.
on.
and the other is the same blonde woman you spoke to before. Now, presents you an interesting choice. The woman here has been caught sneaking food out to her fellow slaves. And after I've been so kind to give them a good life in here, and to the right left of her is a man that's been conspiring with other slaves in order to overthrow me. No, that won't do at all. But I am a forgiving person, and am willing to let at least one of these people leave with their lives, so long as they remember to kiss the very ground I deign to walk on. So now, little bard, choose. You see, she looks at you with a glare as the ice spikes are still at your hips. And I should remind you, not choosing will not be a desired result for you.
He's going to look back at her.
You see the slaves begin to cry out and panic and beg for their lives in front of you. The blonde woman being in tears as she struggles against the grip of the ice golem. As Bella looks towards you. Who lives and who dies?
You die.
So Roger's looking back at her. And he's going to be like, Madam, may I ask a question?
Yes.
What good is it having servants if you just let them die?
They live to serve me. Their lives are of my very grasp. They knew this the moment I put the collars on them. And this is to be their penance. You see the cleft-chinned man begins to cry out again as he says, Isabella, stop this, please. Your mother... And then a couple of ice spikes spawn out from the ground and almost to the point where they stab through the man through the shoulder.
Ah.
Oh.
As he screams out in pain as she glares at him and says, if you bring up that name before me again, I will make the choice for the bard myself. Now, no more questions, except the one I offered you. One shall live, and one shall die. Do this, and perhaps you have a place at my side as my entertainer. You stare at the 2 people, the man with the cleft chin now with an injured shoulder, just crying and gritting his teeth against the ice as the ice golem just pins his head down, while the blonde woman just cries out and looks panicked up at you. Just please, please, please spare me, please. My daughter.
You're out here really trying to kill me, aren't you?
I'm gonna end the session there.
Wow! Fuck you! Yeah?
Where's
Top 10 anime betrayals. Right fucking there.
all those Vietnamese typings. Were you on Google Translate?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a very, very productive session.
Sure.
What do you guys think?
Strahd just
Fucking
wants to smack you right now.
Depressing.
I'm agreeing with Mel.
I
Depression.
I gave you guys Kyle.
You gave us Kyle. However,
But is this not entertaining? Is this not the stakes you asked for?
are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
You are a sadistic little bastard.
Hey, it's Bella, not me.
You are fucking Bella.
Oh, you fucking typed that shit out to me in Vietnamese the entire time.
Yeah. Me.
But yes, that would be our session for now. What do you guys think? Other than me being an asshole.
It was depressing.
I mean, it's not all depressing.
Oh, I know, but in general.
Yeah, no, it's not depressing. You live, you die.
It was depressing. It was also nerve wracking. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What?
This is why they tried to kill Elsa in Frozen.
What choice shall you make, Raja? You have till next session to decide.
Oh boy.
Speaking of,
All right, for next session. Ooh, I can't wait till that now.
Oh, Jesus.
How about October 1st?
that works for me.
October 1st?
Yes.
2 weeks from now.
Yeah, we can do that.
Nice. How about you, Drake?
Should be fine.
Okay. Yeah, if anything comes up, let me know, and then we can work it out. All right. Then we'll see you guys October 1st. That was a really fun fucking session.
For the GM, yes.
Oh,
Come on. Come on. I gave you guys your moments. And I gave you little puppy dog Kyle.
Yeah,
Kanan really getting to show his fatherly side.
Huh?
Kanan really getting to show his fatherly side. Oh, there goes Doug.
Are
Yeah,
you putting that in the calendar, Reynolds?
Yeah, he likes children.
I'd like to think this is also him being able to do for Kezia what he can't do for Kezia right now.
Oh yeah, stop being such a dick.
Come on, I let you save the kid.
Would you have let him die?
Depends on your rolls. But
Would
you
you
rolling
let
that
him
you did something I didn't expect. We just rolled nat 20 on that search for the medicine in the house. So I was like, oh shit, well.
But would you have let him die?
Let's just say that the results would have been slightly different.
Would you have let him die?
You keep asking. I'm not gonna give you the direct answer.
Would you have let him die?
She is not going to. She is not going to let this drop, Max.
I'll never tell you, never.
Would you have let him die?
Fuck. She's just gonna be DMing me this afterward.
Oh yes, you know she is.
Would you have let him die?
The results would have been slightly different. I also love that Paul fucking got to see what Flubber is as a fucking water heater.
Wiggle, wiggle.
And as in Flubber sounds like he's taking a shit when he's fucking heating up water.
Oh, that's not a pleasant thought.
Like, again, organic microwave.
Yep.
Would you have let him die?
You stop DMing me this. Alright, you know what? Roll for insight.
Okay.
If you roll high enough, I'll tell you.
You know, Rattles. Given Flubber can do that, technically speaking, Paul could use him to cook things sous vide.
Say what?
Oh, sous vide.
Oh yeah.
Paul could use Flubber to cook things
Sous vide, yeah.
style. This.
Yeah, under vacuum.
Fucking Paul's
Oh my
literally
God.
got a sous vide method.
Yeah.
Would you
Oh,
let
now I'm
him
gonna write
die?
that into your lore. Inventor for sous vide. But yes, I saw your attack. You're
Good
like
see.
literally one above the CR I set for us. I'll tell you. No, the kid wouldn't have died. He just still would have been really, really sick and not responsive.
Okay, I am satisfied.
Fucking. Yes, except instead of a little container that's with flubber.
It'd just be flubber.
Yes. And Roger got to is playing James Bond right now.
Roger's just like, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this.
Why is Lord Beerus on Fortnite?
What do you say?
Why is Lord Beerus on Fortnite?
Because they
Everything
had Dragon Ball Z stuff.
Oh god.
Thanos is in Fortnite, and also Goku.
And you also can use the Kamehameha in Fortnite.
Yeah, I'm just looking
Naruto.
at this video. This dude's like doing. Yeah, he just won the match using the
Yeah.
turtle destruction wave. That's funny.
You
It
know
makes
what?
you really vulnerable though, because everyone can hear you shout in Masako Nozawa's voice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna also for being a good sport. I'm just gonna give you all inspiration point.
I already
Oh.
have one though.
Well, we'll count it as you having two then. Whatever.
Okay. Or you could just give me a spell slot back.
Fine. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Alright, cool. Thank you.
Everyone else put an inspiration point on your thing.
Sure.
Let's see.
I'll put ones on yours, Rattle, since you're not in the room.
Thank you, Max. I appreciate it. I think we're gonna need all the shit we can get for that
Bitch.
that Wuya imitating motherfucker.
You know what's funny? I was actually thinking of like doing a raspy Wuya voice for her, but I was like, nah.
Eh.
Maybe for one of her sisters,
You have
maybe.
to. Are you gonna speak Vietnamese when you make the raspy voice?
Why?
When she's casting a spell.
She's not Vietnamese, no.
Okay, but you totally could.
Maybe for the character I'm playing in your one shot, maybe.
Okay. How do you say his name?
Danla?
Dunla?
Yeah,
Okay. Dunla?
yes.
Okay.
Are you
Hmm?
Rattle? I've been wondering for the longest time. Is your icon? Are you a cookie?
Yes. Yes, I am.
The only reason I'm gauging that is because I see your shrines icon, and I was like, oh, it's probably something from Cookie Run.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, her icon. Oh wait, that's Wanderers. Never mind.
That's her self-insert cookie.
Yes.
Mine
Okay.
is Crunchy Chip Cookie, who I'm actually in the stream with this voice actor.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah,
I
I talked to him.
haven't changed my icon in like forever.
I mean, Dark Knight is always a good freaking icon. Maybe I should change my icon to whatever. I should decide what Kyle looks like since you guys have taken such a shine to him.
Yes, you should. He has to be a reoccurring character.
It's one of
And-
those things where I create a character and then that's supposed to be like a whatever character, and then all the players are like,
if his father dies, I want to adopt him.
Oh.
Just saying.
don't tell me, tell Shrine.
What? Don't tell me. Tell Shrine. What?
She has the choice right now.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
if his father dies, we are adopting him.
I created him as a whatever character, and then all of a sudden my players are like, if you hurt this child, I will fight you.
If you hurt this child, Max, I will do something to you so vile, so despicable, that you will never recover from it.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Careful now.
It's Neatville. It's a brand new dawn.
Oh God. Fuck you. That's a fucking callback right there. Again, you guys don't know, I absolutely despise the fucking Lorax movie.
Oh, same.
Like me and what does Nauma go by now?
Still
She's
Nama.
still just now, man. Yeah.
Nauma. They she and me and they used to fuck.
Taunt him.
Yeah, taunt him with that song.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Now you're bringing up these fresh memories. Remember, I will kill his father.
Yeah.
I-
If you do, well, I don't care about his father, but um,
He cares about his father.
I know he cares about his father, but me as the player, as the person that controls Kanan, I do not care about his father.
what was our descriptor for Kyle?
Cleft chin.
He's no, he doesn't have the cleft chin. He got that. He didn't get that gene from his dad. But he's like a white little human kid. He's got wavy brown hair that's kind of like messy, but he's got freckles on his cheeks.
Oh,
Oh my god.
we are adopting this child.
And of course, he likes to wear the blanket around his back like a cape.
Oh, I should probably remove that from my inventory.
Yeah, since you gave him the little
Yeah.
quote.
So, and he called Kanan a dragon. That was cute.
Yes. He
See,
said you were cool.
When it was like Dragonborn, my first thought was just this kid going, "So, which of your parents was a dragon?" Basic misunderstanding.
Well, let's just say if the kid survives, maybe he'll ask Paul for more soup.
he will survive because you are not going to kill him.
Use me.
Because if you do kill him, there will be hell to pay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Tread carefully, Max.
Oh
That's
my
all I'm
god,
saying.
threatening the DM.
That's
Jesus
all I'm
Christ, I just made one kid.
Like, you can't do that. You have a parent in this game, so you can't just like put down an innocent child that is near on death's door, and then he gets nursed back to health to where he'll survive, and you can't just kill him off like that.
Well, let's hope Irina's true to her word.
I'm sitting here refreshing. This person does not exist.
I'm going to do I'm gonna do, you know what, the next time we play Splatoon, I'm going after your ass. Yeah.
This person is like.
The next time we play Splatoon, you are going to be my bitch.
Go ahead, I'll use my octo brush, bitch.
Fuck that. I hate octopus. No, I hate dynamo rollers. Oh, those were the
Yeah.
worst.
Well, I'm not a roller person. I'm more of a brush kind of guy.
Okay.
But I think the little more interesting thing to me that hasn't been said yet is the fact that Irina and Paul are kind of at like a how do you say it?
Mexican standoff?
Well, not a Mexican standoff, but kind of like a awkward. Well, how do you describe this? There's kind of like an awkward like distance between them now because of what happened.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just like this.
Yeah. I don't think Paul's ever gonna be turning his back to her ever again.
Do you
But
think Rattle's Paul going to trust Irina again?
We'll see.
but yes, thank you guys for joining. You guys were fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what choice Shrine makes in the next session.
That boy is going to be his adopted son. I don't care.
Oh my god.
He is going to have such a big family, and you can't stop me.
I can stop you, but
You better not.
yes, I'll keep that threat in mind when you're doing ability check.
Fucker.
But thank you for joining, guys. See you
Okay.
guys next time.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you for
us.
Bye
DMing.
bye.
Bye.